All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the plane. My name is E2. After 5 years of playing the game, I'm deciding to finally continue reading the main story. We are going to be playing for Volume 1, Chapter 3, the Abydos story with Combat Hoshino and all the Shupogaki introductions. It's 43 episodes of pure cinema, I've been told. So we're going to start. We're not going to do this all in one sitting. I don't know how many episodes we're going to get through. We're going to keep going. It's probably going to be 3 or 4 VODs. So grab some tea, some popcorn, and sit back and enjoy the show, I guess. I don't know anything about the story. I just know that's going to be good. All right, let's do it. Alrighty. So Chapter 3, Traces of a Dream. The Kaiser Group has withdrawn their forces, but the debt remains. Will the Foreclosure Task Force be able to protect their school against a new threat? Alright, so I guess backstory on what happened in the first 2 chapters to catch us all up to speed. So Abydos is a school district that has 5 students. I had to think about that. All the others have left because there is a big debt, like $1 million debt. It's like an absurd amount of debt they can never pay off. So the 5 of them work together to why am I not believing it's 5? Is it 5 or 4? I can't. Nonami? I have to count Ayane. Seriga Shiroko Hoshi. It's 5. It's 5. Okay. So the 5 of them have to like work together. That's why they're called the Foreclosure Task Force, because they're trying to foreclose. So they work together to get money to pay off the debt. Turns out they've been stuck in a deal with the Kaiser Corporation, a really messed up, I don't know, loan shark, security force. They're a lot of things. They are a lot of things. And then Chapter 2... we learned more about Yume, which is Hoshino's senpai, who I'm pretty sure she got roped into a Kaiser Corporation / black suit scheme, which ended up with her being killed. So the only dead student in Blue Archive, sort of, with yeah, kind of. She died before we ever showed up. So and then Hoshino ended up getting captured. She signed herself away for the same reason that her senpai did, but then we ended up saving her instead of letting her die. So that's where we left off. But now there is a 6th student. It is Shiroko Terror. I'd love to explain how she's here, but that will be a lot to go through, because that's like 3 volumes leading up to that. But we have a 6th student who is from a different dimension, and she's trying to be a good girl now. So that's basically all we need to know. Let's stop yapping and get into this. Prologue. Maybe this is the recap and I didn't need to say any of this. Francis. Oh, Gematria. I finally found you. Our old ally who was expelled from Gematria, buried and sealed away. Ooh, here we go. It hurts. It hurts. No, your aestheticism? What? ASCETICISM? Asceticism. Lifestyle of strict discipline and abstinence from worldly pleasures. So like a monk? How do I say that? Asceticism? Asceticism. What a word. What a word. Your asceticism ends now. Rise up, underground dweller. This voice. Anonymous bystander. Is that you? What a name. No. Call me Francis this time. No, it doesn't matter. Please just leave me alone. I don't know why you came to find me, but I'm not interested. Whatever it is, I no longer what? Gematria has been dispersed. What do you mean? There he is, our boy. He's got a sad face now, or a crying, screaming face. I don't know. He's got a face. Gematria is no more. Call it disbanded, call it dismissed. There is only one cause for it. It's the existence of Shale and Itu Amirli Sensei, that person who has twisted all the rules of our casualty and genre. To face them now, though. Shh. What kind of prologue is this? Whoa! Okay, not who was. I've never seen this guy. Who is this? Well, then, so the codex has been updated. The new world, yes, I can feel it. The alien element in this world. If we've been handed a new edition, then rules have changed. I suppose it's session 0 of a new campaign. I see. That's a whole new story. I wonder what lessons I'll learn from this edition. Let's see. You said Itu Amirli. Hey, that's me. That's me, guys. I'm famous. That's the big bad of this campaign. Then let's see. The new codex is Academy City. And sensei. And a sensei. What the? Isn't that difficulty too high? Something like this? But there's strategy for everything. A blind spot, an elemental weakness, an Achilles heel. Anything is good. Do not underestimate that teacher, underground dweller. Interpret this world how you will. But you just because you pretend it's a tabletop game, it doesn't mean you're the winning player. Can we kill it? I don't want to look at it. We might. Actually, I don't know if we've specifically killed anyone at all. Everyone who's been killed has either been killed by somebody else or they succumbed to their time, is the way I'm going to explain it. I'll give you a hint. The best build for fighting that person is a credit card. Say it. You can see the... Don't mess this up for me, you trash. Whoa. They're fighting. Whoa. Garbage like you don't even know what the death is. Oh, Ibuki, close your eyes. It's scary. Close your eyes, Ibuki. You know what? Actually, I need Ibuki. I'm scared here, so I'm going to hold on to the Ibuki because I'm scared. Ibuki's a big girl. She'll keep me safe. To think vermin like you could understand my suffering, my solitude, my fear. Get lost, anonymous bystander. This is my campaign. All that matters is the enlightenment of my aestheticism. Don't you dare get in my way. 18. I wonder who that is. Don't you dare mess with my campaign. Ooh, a little bit of glitchy stuff. I don't know why I'm going so hard on the voice acting right now. Really should be calm. This is the prologue. I need to hold myself together. Victory. Victory. Why is everyone obsessed over something as stupid as winning? The ending is already set. We all die in the end. That doesn't change. We're all fated to lose, but that's not what's important. All that matters is the journey. What you experience on the journey and what realizations you come to now has that meaning. Who's a demon, right? She must have seen worse. She's an innocent demon. She hasn't seen anything. I don't know. How dare you presume and clothe yourself in the sublime name of Gematria? It's an utter shame. Calm down. I need to calm down. I need to decide my opening move. Did he kill the guy? Or is Francis just like, I'm not talking to this guy anymore. I'm done. Gematria dispersed. No, I am the true Gematria. I shall show the true face of Gematria from here on out. Good. First, I should learn about this world, this new codex, this new campaign. I should start with that place. With Abydos. Yes. The empire that birthed the first the great mystics. I wonder how they've been written into the codex. Okay. I'm looking forward to it. Did Francis die? Please don't you dare disappoint me. Is Francis dead? No! My boy, Francis. They didn't show him again and he didn't talk. Is he dead? Uh-oh. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Guys, it's gonna get sad in here. It's gonna get sad in here. Yoshino, look. I knew it was gonna be sad. Guys, it's Yume. Oh, man. So this is the girl that died. Rest in peace, Yume. It says that the old student council buried something amazing in the great Abydos oasis. And we also got baby Hoshino. Look at her. She's so cute. Look at the baby. Huh? Something amazing? Yes, it looks like something used for fireworks displays. It might be a bunch of firecrackers made from rare minerals. It says that if you burn it at high temperature, it'll make some kind of plasma firework, which fills the sky with a beautiful light. Look, they could even make them explode into shapes like this. Isn't it cute? I guess they wanted to use fireworks for a festival, but for some reason they didn't work properly and were dumped into the lake. Isn't that amazing? Imagine dumping something made with a rare mineral that costs over 1,000,000 yen per 100 grams, just because it doesn't work right away. But I guess we shouldn't expect more from the same Abydos Student Council that used the gym mats made with duck feathers because they had more money than they could spend. So Abydos used to be like rich. Okay, cool. They used to be Trinity. No. I wish they had left us even 100th of their budget. It's been a long time since the oasis dried up. Yeah, you're right. Okay, also they're not the first closers, so this is before they shut down. They are the student council. Okay. That place is nothing but sand dunes now. We saw nothing like fireworks the last time we were there. What are you trying to say? Hoshino, you only see the surface level story, don't you? These records are from when there used to be a lake, which means it happened a very long time ago, right? Just what are you implying? Those expensive fireworks. They must be buried somewhere beneath that sand. There are valuable minerals buried beneath the dried up lake bed of the Great Oasis. Is that what you're saying? Exactly. Uh-oh. Yume, do you have any idea how long excavating that desert might take? Well... We can't divorce the Oasis any time. We have to get started right now. Oh, what? I was not expecting that. That's not what I expected at all. Look at the happy Hoshino. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's time for a treasure hunt. Let's go, Yume. We're going to be rich, Hoshino. No, they're not, unfortunately. Yeah, this is a flashback. DC's a flashback to before Sensei even exists. And so they're just out in the desert. Oh, this is where this is the iconic dig. Hoshino. Don't say it, Yume. I can feel it too. Right, it's not just me then. In that case, we should wrap up. Should we wrap up soon? Maybe after digging just a bit more. Sorry, Hoshino, I think we're done for. Hoshino, where did we go so wrong? when you came up with that ridiculous plan. No, but Hoshino, you liked it too. Is it all my fault? I know that already. You don't have to tell me. Time to comb the desert. Yes, comb the desert. Solid Spaceballs reference. Oh man. Now that I think about it, we probably didn't need to wear swimsuits at all. Yeah, no. I mean, maybe was it for heat reasons? I mean, that was obvious, right? Why did you say we should wear them in the first place? That is a good point. Why did you? What was your reasoning behind this? Well, I thought we might be digging and then boom, we hit an aquifer and a burst of groundwater floods out. Not how that works. Is that even possible? Yes, the Spaceball's too hype. The quest for more money. Although I think it's not called the quest for more money. That was the joke, but I don't think they're actually calling it the quest for more money. I think isn't the Spaceballs 2 the second one or something like that? I forgot what they're calling it. Spaceballs the second one. I forgot. It would have been so funny if they called it the quest for more money, but I think that would have been too meta. Would have been too meta. Even for Spaceballs. Just imagine we strike it rich and solve the desertification crisis in the same moment. There's no way that could happen. Aww. Yeah, you never know. I have to write everything down that happened today and reflect on my actions. Wait, Yume, what are you writing? You're gonna record this idiocy? Don't do that, it's embarrassing. But it's my responsibility as the student council president, so it can help you do better in the future. First of all, the only thing that notebook has is our failures, and who would want such a dingy old thing handed down to them? I'm gonna buy a new one. Aww, no, you gotta keep it. If only she knew. If only she knew. Oh, that's not a... So, interesting thing that they did. Yume, so now we're back in the present, I believe. Maybe not, I don't know, we'll find out in a bit here. But, so, no, it is, because Ayane was like one of like the later students. She's like a freshman or something. So this is back in the present. Interestingly, Yume, I think she might be mentioned. She's definitely mentioned. But she's never like appears in any kind of flashbacks at all in the first 2 chapters. However, in the anime, they have a lot of flashbacks with Yume. Oh, goodbye, Ibuki. Oh, I'm gonna put her back. Sit in your chair. All right. So they added a ton of flashbacks, I believe, before chapter 3 even came out. So it was interesting that they put that in there because they kind of knew they were never going to get a season 2. And if they did, it couldn't be a chapter 3 season 2. Thank you for the Ibuki and the Mambo. So it was interesting that they decided to put Yume in as some flashbacks in the anime. The anime was really interesting. I'm really happy that it was made, but I also have some issues that I wish they could have done better. But overall, I'm really, really happy with it. But unfortunately, the way Blue Archive is written, that first season could never have been good enough to justify season 2, which I wish it could have been. And I think you might have been able to do it. It's just so hard because like season 1 was the first 2 chapters, and the first 2 chapters is really good and pretty climactic, but it builds so much more. Like it's building to something massive. That would have been awesome, but unfortunately you could not have fit. You would have had to like completely rewrite the story to fit it into like a seasonal show that would have to justify them spending money to make another season, which I don't know. You would assume with the popularity of Blue Archive it could, but back at the time they could not justify, you know, because that's how most shows go. You don't really get a second season guaranteed. You have to make profits, you know, which it just sucks because it would have been cool, but they just couldn't do it. So, but that's fine. I like what we have. I like the visual novel. It's still really good. I still love it, but it would be nice We still get those PVs every now and then, which are cool. Okay, let's start our regular Abydos Foreclosure Task Force meeting. But before we begin, aren't we missing someone? Dun 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 dun. Yep, the one person who never shows up on time. Yes, Hoshino isn't here. Where has she run off to now? Don't tell me she's hiding somewhere to take a nap again. I saw her sleeping in the classroom next door. What? Then you should have brought her, Shiroko. You know we had a meeting. I did not wish to wake her up. Why? Because she was dozing off without a care in the world again? I understand Shiroko has a soft spot for Hoshino. I'll go get her now. I'll take along, Shiroko. Oh, sounds like a time for another flashback. Because I believe those two were the first two students to join the school. There's no need for everyone to go. Well, everyone likes Hoshino too much to wait. Apparently you guys don't. Hoshino, it's time for our meeting. Yup, it's time to wake up. Oh, is she flashing back? Oh, man. She's all grown up now. She's think-thonkin'. Hoshino? Were you awake? Ah, right. We have a meeting, right? Ah, my bad. This old timer forgets things all the time. Yes. Huh? You're not going to say something like you're not much older than us this time? Well, alright then, let's go. Ayana is scary when she's mad. Off she goes. They know! Hoshino, wait for me. Nothing but the old thinker, yeah, Thonkin. What was she thinking about? So sad. Ah, good, everyone's here. It's me, the main character. No, I'm not. Yes, Sensei. Now that the task force is assembled, let's begin. We'll start by discussing some old movements detected in the Abydos district. Odd movements? Will there be trouble? Well, it's just something to keep an eye on for now. What is it, Ayane? It involves Kaiser Group. No, not the Kaiser Group. These are the guys that killed Yume. Technically, it wasn't Kaiser, but it was their facilities, and they allowed it to happen. It was Gematria. Which, by the way, I guess we're doing spoilers at this point. You know? 5 years in, I haven't been spoiled, but also I've played all the others on stream, so if you've been watching my streams, you shouldn't be getting spoiled, I guess, but also it's necessary for this story, so it's fine. If you're watching this with me, you've probably come this far, I hope. Or at least it's too late to go back and get unspoiled. We're all familiar with the Kaiser Group or Kaiser Corporation's previous excavations in the Abydos Desert, which they only concluded recently. Although we were unaware of precisely what Kaiser was trying to find at first. Yes, the big ship. We found this giant ship that helped us save the universe. Like I said, long story. Play the story. Giant ancient spaceship that we used to fly up to stop a multi-dimensional being from destroying the planet. And bringing that multi-dimensional being back with us, and now she's a student here. And she's a good girl. Well, she's trying to learn to be one. Well, we all know what they dug up. Although the ship was totally wrecked. Yes, after the Utnapishtim was destroyed above the stratosphere, no trace of its remains have been found. Oh, well, I had some theories about future stories. Guess that's not happening. I thought it just crashed. I didn't realize it got vaporized. I guess that makes sense because it did detonate in the stratosphere. So it yeah, okay. I probably should have known that. Well, back to the drawing board. And once the battleship was destroyed, Kaiser appears to have lost any interest in continuing their occupation of the Abydos Desert. Kaiser pulled their forces out of the desert, and now all of the ruins stand empty. Yes, we detected their activity and confirmed their retreat from the excavation site. Yeah, it was like a dream come true. You better not dare to set foot in Abydos again. But Abydos is still in debt to Kaiser. Yes, our school still owes the debt to Kaiser. Their withdrawal had no impact on our financial situation. Yeah, so they're also, as well as being like a weird, they're like, I don't know, like Amazon, but with banking and loan services. It's kind of absurd. But yeah, they bailed out the school when they went into debt, but like with a stupid, illegal loan. So they're never going to pay it off, unfortunately. Which we could waive because we probably have... Actually, I don't think we have the power. I don't think Sensei has the power to go over Kaiser. But it would be cool if he could. But alas, capitalism. Now, it does seem that the president of Kaiser Corporation is more interested in the new Sanctum Tower than the Abydos Desert now. So yeah, that guy also took over Sanctum Tower, which is like the central student government for all of Kyoto, so... It's fine, we got it back. We figured it out. Nothing bad happened. Nothing too bad happened. But that's not the important point. The important point? Yes. What's going on, Ayane? To cut to the chase, Kaiser Group announced that they would convert Abydos' debt into bonds, which they'll sell on the debt markets. What? Bonds? Debt market? What does that mean? I have no idea what that means. I feel like I should know. With all the stuff I do about like the economics of Kyoto, you would assume I shouldn't. I have no idea what that is. They're going to securitize their right to collect our debt? Oh, okay. They're just going to make it more hard to get out. Meaning they're going to sell the ownership of our debt to someone else. Oh, okay. What? What'll happen then? Whoever buys the bonds will be able to collect our debt payments. Does that mean we'll have to pay back someone other than Kaiser? Isn't that a good thing? Not really, because you still have to pay them back. No, that doesn't make sense. Hoshino? People only buy bonds if they believe they can make a profit from them. On paper, they can make a lot of money from us, but the debt of an academy that could close down at any moment is a huge risk. No one is going to buy bonds expecting to make a profit from 5 students who can barely make their debt payments. That's true, but this is a sign if Kaiser has completely abandoned interest in us, or will, if they can find someone to buy them out. Well, I suppose they could be trying to recoup some of their losses by selling the debt off at a cheap price. Does that mean we'll have to have less debt to pay? Unfortunately, not, Sarika. They're selling the rights to our debt at a lower price, but the amount we owe won't change. Okay. They could sell the rights to collect 1 million yen for 1,000 yen, but we'd still owe them 1 million. Yep. I got it. You don't have to explain it anymore, Shiroko. I needed that explanation. I definitely did. I feel like I should have known what that was, but I've just never thought about it. Ayane, how much of our debt has Kaiser converted into bonds? I would assume they didn't cover all of it. Yes, and according to what they announced, it's about 45% of what Abydos owes to Kaiser Corporation. I wonder what they're up to. But what if we buy our debt at the cheaper price? Can you do that? You definitely can't afford that, but interesting. If they're selling the rights at a low price, we can just buy it ourselves. Yeah, that's why I brought it up. I was thinking of using the money we saved to buy those bonds once the debt market's open. That's brilliant. Let's do it, Ayane. Can you do that? Can you buy your own debt bonds? Hold on, I'm looking that up. I'm just looking that up. I'm assuming they can't because it's going to be too expensive. Can you buy your own debt bonds? Can buy your own. I feel like the terminology I'm using is incorrect. It's not going to show up. Can you legally purchase your own debt? Yes. It's highly impractical and barely feasible for an individual to do so. While debt buying companies buy portfolio. Okay, for pennies. Okay, you can't really buy your own debt like that. So you can, it's just not recommended. All right, well, we have an ad break. Enjoy your first ad break of the night. I'll fill you in with what you missed out on. It's probably going to be a bunch of financial talk. Woo! We should keep an eye on the ups and downs, just like the stock market. All right, then. I love how, wait, does Sensei not know that? I had to Google this, but I'm also not like Sensei, you know? I feel like he should know this. Huh? What's wrong? The price of our bonds is skyrocketing. Skyrocketing? 200, 300, no, 450 of face value. Someone's buying the bonds at a crazy rate. What? Who in the world? There are a lot of them. Checking the purchaser. Uh-oh. Our new baddie. Sold out? Abydos' bonds have been sold out. Guess who would? We can check now. The group that purchased all the derivative linked bonds, which use Abydos' industry as guarantee. Nephthys group? Oh. That name sounds familiar. Not great. That's not good. We all have the same reaction. Not great. This is still the prologue, by the way. We are still at one episode in. One episode in. It's been 30 minutes. They're opening moves worthy of a walkthrough. I hope you're prepared for your first turn, my dear player. No, my dear Sensei. We shall understand the true profundity of death through our game. Oh, okay. I mean, nobody dies in this game except them. Oh, never mind. Instantly reminded. No. Instant reminder. Well, there we go. Traces of a dream. I might go back and grab that as a screenshot for later. To be continued. Well, there we go. Episode 1 done. That was the prologue. Episode 2, uninvited guests. I have a feeling I know who this is going to be. Oh, baby. They're here. They are here. I mean, they're not here, but they're here. Oh, yes. I cannot wait. If you don't know about the Shupogaki twins, oh, man. But we got a mob. We got a Highlander mob instead. Welcome back. Actually, I'm going to wait a couple seconds here before I welcome everyone back. The dust is getting in my throat. It's the last one. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. Hope they were fun and entertaining. So, somebody ended up buying out all the bonds. A group called the Nephthys group. I have no idea how to say their name. So they bought it all out. Turns out it was the underground dweller. He's buying it, and he's saying, I'm going to teach them all what death means. And now we are on episode 2, and look who shows up. It's the Highlander group. And you know what that means. The green-haired brats are just around the corner. Should be. Why do they have to schedule cargo transport now of all times? Storage rooms haven't been touched in ages. Seriously though, what's this place even for? I guess they store inscriptions about an academic industrial corporation. Whatever that means. It's important for documents. These ancient things are important. They wouldn't be sitting here collecting dust if that were true. Sorry about that. Yeah, doesn't matter either way. Let's just get this over with. The boxes in that corner are marked for disposal. Are you sure? Maybe we should open them and double check. Yeah, it'll be fine. We're on a tight schedule, so get a move on. If you say, huh? Oh, that was really loud. Move. The shelves are gonna fall. How did the supports break? What did you do? Me, I didn't touch that. Oh, goodbye. Oh, they didn't die. Are they dead? No, they're fine. Whew, that was a close one. How does a metal shelf just snap like that? More importantly, how are we gonna clean this all up? Oh, what's this? Can't believe this. What are you looking at? I don't know. A document that fell out of one of the boxes? A sales contract of some kind from Abydos High School. Huh? Dun 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 dun. Oh, yay. Now, is this old Hoshino? I think it is because her hair is shorter. Oh, yeah. Another flashback. So we're in a flashback again. I kind of wish they told us a little bit more. I guess it's kind of obvious, but these are not casual outfits. This is flashback outfit, but they look so cute. Is this the place? Ooh, is this Nonami showing up for the first time? Nonami joins. Oh, she's following Hoshino. That student must be the vice president. She's still persevering all by herself, but why? You've been caught. Get caught. She's still sticking out from behind the pole. You can still see. Nonami, you're still there. I can see you sticking out. Thought someone was there. Must have been my imagination. Sure. Nonami, you're not even behind the wall. That was too close. I heard she's a generational talent and all that, but how'd she notice me? Generational talent? What else did you hear? Hello. She's next to her. Oh, I'm in the way. Here, I'll be small. You can see her. I heard that Hoshino is... Da, 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 da. Ah. Hello. Oh, you know my name too? Okay, can I be here now? Okay. How about that? You see... You know me, but I don't know you. What's your business here? Nothing. Are you a spy? Who sent you? State your affiliation and year. I'm sure you've heard the rumors. You might be older than me, but I won't go easy on you. Me? No, I'm not. Wait, I know that school emblem. Yup, I'm from the Abydos district too. And I'm actually younger than you. I'm graduating middle school this year. Okay. There's a middle school at Abydos. I know they have middle school students. Like, Sora is in middle school. So they have middle schools. But I've never seen a middle school. The more I think about it, I get a feeling that this world, high school is like college, and then middle school and elementary are like your normal high schools. Like, I feel like when you are wherever you're born, you go to that local middle school, high school, and then or middle school, elementary, and then you like have to enroll in high school. But I don't know, she lives here. Well, no, because she's in middle school, so she has an Abydos middle school emblem. Also, I just noticed it's Nephthys private middle school, so interesting. That is the group that bought out all the bonds. All right, interesting. Also, what is she holding? Does she have a shield, a riot shield too? Nonami? There's no way that's her. Is that her minigun? I don't think it is. You, a middle schooler, and you look way older than me. Oh, right. I know where I've seen it. Nephthys private middle school. Oh, it's a private middle school. Oh, I forgot. Nonami is rich. She's a rich girl. I totally forgot about that. Okay, so private middle schools also exist. I guess that makes sense that would exist. Yep, that's me. That doesn't explain much, though. The Nephthys main office left the district ages ago, and all affiliated schools along with it. We're scheduled to close after my graduation. I'll be the last graduating class. I guess that is her minigun. Nephthys private middle school. An elite private school owned and operated by the Nephthys Group. I get it now. I did hear that Nephthys Group successor was around middle school age. So why haven't you left the district yet? Izayoi Nonami. Oh, so that's why she's rich. She's literally part of Nephthys Group. Okay. Taking one last tour before you leave? Doesn't matter either way, I guess. But what's the infamous Nephthys Group's precious little daughter bothering me for? Or are you after the school? If Nephthys is trying to come after this school, their little successor is going to find out just how easily a Halo can shatter. Oh, easily? She's got to be lying, right? I guess no. Spoilers. I don't even know. I don't even know if what I'm about to say is a spoiler, so I'm just not going to say it. I'm sorry. Oh, she ran away. Oh, come back. I went a little too far. Yeah, you did. You said you were gonna kill her. You said you were gonna murder her. Ochino. Nephthys. The Nephthys Group. Can you explain already, Ayane? What's with this Nephthys thing buying up all our bonds? That's, well, Saint Nephthys Company or Nephthys Group. Saint Nephthys. Is that a real saint? I should look that up. Saint Neph. Oh, let's. Oh my gosh, can I spell? P-H-T-Y. Okay, it's not real. Nephthys is a Greek god, though. Not Greek. Not Greek. Not Greek. Egyptian. Egyptian. Not Greek. Which makes sense because I believe Abydos is like Egyptian based in their ancient lore. Ancient. Okay, yeah, ancient Egyptian. Okay. Cool. Associated with mourning, the night darkness. Service specifically with childbirth, the dead, protection. Okay, yeah, cool. Associated with mourning. That's very fitting. That's very fitting. Very fitting with mourning. Okay. Cool. I guess they added saint because there's a lot of like saint stuff. All of Kivotos from Abydos? You're underestimating how influential Abydos. Abydos is Egypt based. Hello, Can. Welcome in. Good to see ya. Yeah. It's interesting because you wouldn't notice it from any of the architecture. It's all in the lore where they're Egyptian based. That's why I always forget. Because I don't, well, I mean, granted, I guess it would be, what would you have? Like pyramids? I know that's not how modern day Egypt is right now, but like, I don't know how else you would do it. I would assume they look like any other city, so it's fun. I guess, I mean, maybe the sand, but there's a lot of sand worlds. Sand worlds? Countries with sand? I've got Star Wars on the mind, man. You're underestimating how influential Abydos was in the past. She's right. Abydos was one of the best, was the best of the best. Once upon a time, there were a force to be reckoned with. We were an academy with a rich history, the strongest students, and the best education. Once upon a time. I thought you were going to tell us a story. Look at Hoshino's weapon name. Oh, I'll have to check it out. Is that an Egyptian thing? That's cool. Well then, the sandstorms happened, and you know the rest. Okay, I was wondering. I was going to say, because they say the lake dried up, which, if the timeline was right, it would have to dry up in 1 year, at least. Or at shortest. Or 2 years at the most, because, like, they were still in school. So, but also Serika and Ayane probably know about it. So I guess it was a sandstorm that dried up the lake. I want to know more of the mechanics behind that. I'm sure they'll explain it, but I want to know how it dried up so quickly. Like, that's fast. That is fast. Something crazy must have happened. Probably Bina. Yeah. Bina taking a big sip, a big... That's funny. And during that golden age, St. Nephthys' company flourished right alongside Abydos High School. But the sand wouldn't stop coming. The desertification of the district bled us dry, and Nephthys came tumbling down along with Abydos. The Trans-Desert Railway was a desperate attempt to bring in more commerce to the area, but it was too late. The venture nearly bankrupted them. Business came to a screeching halt, and Nephthys spread their money too thin, trying to make up for it. The result was an economic collapse that Abydos, well, it simply couldn't recover from. The Abydos Student Council did its best to offset the fallout, but both students and residents left Abydos in mass exodus. After all that, Nephthys decided to cut its losses. The company sold off all its business interests and left Abydos behind. This is such an interesting picture to look at. Now, CGs are canon. The backgrounds of the sprites are usually not really accurate to what's actually being portrayed, but the CGs are canon. So this is really what Abydos looks like. I assume specific sections do, not all of Abydos, because we've seen others that aren't like this. But this is crazy. Them's the breaks. By the time I started my first year, Nephthys was just a bad memory. Oh, okay. So they started going to school. Hoshino's first year was after everything had already dried up. Yeah, it's real far away from Sanctum. I bet that was the ocean, right? Or that was the lake. So I bet you could have gotten here by boat earlier. I'm guessing that's where the lake was. But no, that doesn't make sense because there should be like, there's no way it got filled with sand. I mean, I guess I'm willing to believe it if that's what, if that's just how this world works. I'm willing to believe it, but like, that's so much sand to fill a lake. Because I mean, what else would it have been before? It has to have been the lake, right? I guess. I want to know. I'm sure they'll explain where it all came from, but it's probably some cosmic event or something. And we're really only 2 episodes in. Out of 43. I gotta like I'm reading at a normal pace. I'm not getting too sidetracked today. These are just long stories. So you're telling me our district got totally screwed because of Nephthys' greed? Hold your horses, Serika. They were just one piece in a long domino of disasters. It's okay, Hoshino. She's entirely correct. Nephthys took a dangerous risk, and it was Abydos that paid the consequences. Nephthys was the final nail in the coffin that entombed Abydos. It was the core of Abydos' downfall, the antagonist in the story. Whoever sent the sand is probably the antagonist. I'm calling it. Somebody sent the sand. Where did all that sand come from? I need to know. In my family, what's its founder? Do they not know? I guess Serika, you should... Have they not told her? I guess I just knew, but I assume Sensei would have known for a while. What? Hoshino knew. Yeah, I'm the successor to the St. Nephthys group. No, not me. Okay, Sensei didn't know? How did this not come up? I sorta knew. You did, Ayane? And you didn't tell me this entire time? No, it was just from context clues. Her gold card was the initial indicator, but then... The Trans-Desert Railway was the project that accelerated the downfall of Abydos. If we can use it to save the world, there would be nothing more gratifying for me. Oh, man, that's a crazy callback. I mean, I guess it makes sense for Ayane, who is known her, but like, I mean, granted, I don't think we knew what the Nephthys group was back in chapter 2, like 4 years ago? I don't think we knew. I don't think Nephthys group was around for us, the reader. Clearly it was here for the story, but I don't think they mentioned it for us. Maybe they did. That would have been a crazy call. Yeah, chapter F, crazy callback. Oh, no, you're right. This isn't chapter 2. This is literal chapter F. Yeah, I don't know why I thought this was didn't Bina show up in chapter? No, I'm wrong. I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking there's too many stories. Abydos was so long ago. It was so long ago. The sky is red. I thought the sky was red for chapter 2 for a little bit. Like I said, it's been a while. It's been about that story. I did that story like when it came out, and then I took a break for like 6 months. That is the story. I need to replay it. I guess I could just rewatch the anime because that covers most of it. It's relatively accurate, so I should probably just rewatch the anime again because it's been so long. I've forgotten all about chapter 1 and 2. And when Nonami was able to access the railway system, that essentially confirmed it for me. So I was the only one who didn't know? What about Hoshino and Shiroko? Well, they probably knew because they were here, right? Oh, okay, good. Shiroko didn't know either. But why did you hide that? She's like, yeah, I knew. Why did you hide that this whole time? Well, sorry. That was a super intensive of me. I guess it's not the easiest thing to just bring up out of nowhere. Don't worry, Serika. And at the end of the day, you stayed. You had every reason to leave with the Nephthys, but you stayed this whole time. What if she's a spy? A corporate spy? She's like, no, I'm leaving. Peace. Well, that's settled. I'll present the facts of the case. The Kaiser Corporation sold off 45% of Abydos' bonds to the black market today. Kaiser likely made an exorbitant profit with these sales, and we now have a huge increase in creditors. I've confirmed that St. Nephthys bought up all the derivative bonds that were previously loaned out using Abydos' industrial facilities as collateral. At 4 to 5 times its original value, no less. Which begs the question as to why. I'll have to look into it. Wouldn't you be able to look at the collateral rights for the derivative bonds Nephthys purchased? Yeah, let's see. The collateral appears to include the following: development rights, ownership of specific facilities and infrastructure, as well as ancillary facilities. Essentially everything except real estate. That's expected. Kaiser wouldn't let go of that so easily. Do you know which facilities were included? I saw it somewhere. Here, infrastructure for transportation and its subsidiary facilities. Since when do we have a transportation stuff left over? Hoshino think. The Trans-Desert Railway. What? There's nothing else in the district that fits the description. That doesn't make any sense. Why would they buy a project they left to rot in the desert? And for 5 times the price they sold it for? Expansion. Let the Shupos into Abydos. It makes no sense on a business level. There has to be motive we're not seeing. What could they possibly be trying to achieve? It's incomprehensible. I can't think of a single justification. Wait, what if... Serika? What if they found an oil reserve deep under the construction sites? No. No chance, Serika. If that were even remotely possible, Abydos wouldn't be a ghost town right now. Oh, okay. Well, what if it's some kind of super rare gem or element? Maybe they found geranium or germanium. Geranium. I'm thinking of flower. They found flowers. Oh man. You're as silly as you're adorable, Serika. I promise. This desert has been squeezed of every last drop of value we could possibly hold. And it's not like people didn't try. There was just nothing to be found. No oil, no super rare gems, no germanium. Wait, Serika, germanium isn't really worth anything to begin with. What is germanium? Isn't that like, is that just an element? It's a lustrous, hard, grayish white metalloid. Okay, it's a metal. Cool. Well, it's not like anyone else is coming up with an explanation. It really is a mystery. Does Hoshino know? She knows. The emergency alarm. Also, Sensei has just been sitting here silent. Oh, hi, Izuno. I have Izuno on my monitor and she just fell on me. I bumped my table. What happened? There's been explosions within the district. Intruders. Kaiser? Is it Kaiser? Doesn't appear so. They're not targeting any buildings or causing any particular destruction. Controlled detonations, maybe. Were they near the excavation site? It doesn't appear so. Wait, one moment. Where are they? Where are they? And give it hydration and stretch. Oh man.
Mambo.
Thanks, Gear. Ooh, Mumbo. I found them. Students from another academy. I haven't seen those uniforms before. And there are dozens of them. Dozens? What? It appears that they're invading? Is this Highlander? What are they doing? Are they building train tracks? There they are! Oh my god, they're here! They're here! Let's go! The introduction of the twins that changed the universe. Not really, but they changed our universe. Gahaha, that felt great. Oh my gosh. I didn't know we were gonna get them in episode 3. Highlander Railroad Academy. The introduction of Highlander. I'm so excited. Highlander Railroad Academy. Oh, their song. Gahaha, that felt great. Loud, so loud. It's called expressing myself. Self-expression. Anyway, what's the stitch? The boulder blocking the railway is no more, and the icing on the cake, we uncovered a narrow gauge railway, just like it was described in the contract. We just wrapped up the repairs on the train. Can we take it on a test run, please? Please, please? Yeah, we got deadlines to meet, so let's do it. We need to reach the abandoned route all the way down there. Call aboard. Oh my god, these sillies. These sillies. Whoa, we're off. Yahaha, at this rate, we'll be a full week ahead of schedule. That's great and all, but are you sure it's our I's are dotted and T's crossed? No, absolutely not. What does that mean? Aren't we trespassing in a different district right now? They're like, we're not supposed to be here, aren't we? Huh? Are we? And what's with the lack of concern? I don't know the name exactly, but we're in a different district and right now. If we begin construction without proper permits and paperwork, we're basically invading. We could start an all-out war. I mean, to be fair, I guess it's Abydos and there's just the 5 of them. But like, what is Highlander gonna do? I guess we haven't been to Highlander, but like, what are they gonna do? They can't invade. They can't invade. I mean, I guess they could. They have logistics, and logistics win wars. They are actually, they could actually, never mind. I take it back. They could dominate in a war. They are all logistics for all of Kivotos. They run all the most of the trains and most of the cargo. I take it back. They could destroy everyone. They could just stop. All right, trains aren't moving, and then all academies just die because they have no food or anything. Dang, I take it all back. They could destroy Kivotos by just saying, all right, we're done moving trains. Have fun. Man, they have way too much power. Oh, is there something wrong with that? Yeah, seriously, why are you stressing over the small stuff? The Trans-Desert Railway is ours now anyway. What? Yuppies, we own 51% of the Abydos Trans-Desert Railway's derivative bonds. Yup, we do. So, now all of this belongs to CCC. Technically, basically. However it shakes out, it'll be fine. Just owning the rights to the railway isn't enough. You need contracts, permits, construction agreements. Blah, blah, blah. Annoying. So annoying. Oh my gosh, I love this face. Oh, it's so goofy. If we spent all that time unraveling the red tape, we'll never make the deadline. Don't ever forget, time is money for railway workers. Yuppie, Hikari's motto is something like fast construction, no administration. Who cares about paperwork? That's definitely not your motto, but okay. This all sounds incredibly problematic, but if the CCC is saying so, I'll take your word that there won't be any issues. There won't be, right? Sure. Nah, not a single one. Who the hell are you people? I hope this is Hoshino. She's like, I don't... Yeah, okay, it's probably Serika. Oops, sister, they found out. Yeah. So speedy. You said there wouldn't be a single issue. Highlander Railroad Academy, you are currently trespassing on Abydos territory. Explain yourselves. No work can be conducted in the Abydos district without express approval from the foreclosure task force. That's the law. No, it's common sense. Here, I thought Gehenna were the only ignorant brutes who would flaunt common decency. What? Roast Gehenna? I mean, I guess everyone roasts Gehenna, but no. Is Kavota's just a menagerie of rude, brainless academies? I think it's really just CC. No, because the rest of the Highlanders are kind of goofy. So maybe it's all of Highlander and all of Gehenna. And you know what? Throw in Wild Hunt. You know what? Actually, no. Everyone is crazy. Yeah, Akko did do the same thing. I always forget because, like, to me, like, when I think Gehenna, I think Hina. But I have to forget that Gehenna is actually Makoto, not Hina. Hina is there, yes, but Makoto is the leader. And obviously there's everyone else in Gehenna who's also just insane. But I have to keep remembering, Gehenna is actually Makoto, not Hina. Hina's just a police officer, basically. A police officer with all the respect and more power, but you know. It's technically Makoto. But no, in Kavoto... Oh, I already just read that. Am I allowed to enjoy even one iota of logic in this world? Or are we all just psychopaths now? Kind of psychos. Whoa, deep breaths, Ayane. Look, she's mad, real mad. Sure she is. What business does Highlander Academy have in this district? Who's that? An adult? That's Sensei. Shale Sensei. Sensei? Jail? You haven't heard of them? They're infamous. The rumors say they'll burn everything in their path under the pretense of solving conflict between academies. The terrifying instructor who keeps the peace. What? What? Who said that? No, that's... What do you mean? Lies. One time someone made them mad and they blew up an entire train. One of ours. I would never call... No, that wasn't me. That was not my fault. That was not my fault. That was Kasumi. It was her doing... Actually, it was also Ichika. I tried to stop them. That was not my fault, okay? That one is not on me. I do blow up one of your trains. No, that one also isn't my fault. Not one of my fault. Yes, and Megu. The funny correction. Yes, and Megu. She also helped a lot too. It was not my fault. That is what I have to say. In fact, the rumors only get worse and worse. I heard they were running around naked. Okay. In my defense, I had just saved the world. So there is that. And I actually don't... I guess my clothes got burned off or something. There was something. It was a Ronan planet. It was their fault, all right? I was clothed before I fell from the spaceship. And when I hit the ground, my clothes were gone. It wasn't my fault. It was my iPad's fault. Man, I am really good at taking the blame. Well, let's not hyperbolize here. Good thing they're rumors, right? Now, what has our esteemed teacher been getting themselves into? I just love how all of final episode has been boiled down to, oh, Sensei ran around naked. It's like, do you forget everything else I did? Do you forget that I saved the world? Man, it wasn't my fault. Please. Yo, Sensei. No, stop. Shiroko, nothing those people said is good at all. Your excuses don't matter. We have jurisdiction, thank you, Nonami, thank you, over our district, and we demand that you cease this activity immediately. You may have the rights to the railway, but you're still required to cooperate with the district's governing body. What do, Nozomi? What we always do, Hikari. Guys, I have the train next to me. I have the train next to me. I can look at the train and look at the model in the game and then be disappointed at how much money I wasted on the train. How much time I wasted on that Lego. I'm still not over it. It looks really cool. I'm still not happy about that Lego train. I'm still mad about it. I'm still so mad. Huh? What do you think you're... This train is sick though. Hey, that's dangerous. We're gonna do whatever we want with the pencil pushers, and the pencil pushers can clean up after us. Pyahaha. Hikari likes it. Get back here. The train, it's moving on the Trans-Desert Railway. The Highlander students all aboard the train. They're trying to get away. What should we do? Oh, break their tracks. Hello, punk. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome to reading. Oh, never mind. You're getting banned. I didn't see your first message. Goodbye. Okay. Never mind. Chase them. So much calm. I'm halfway through my popcorn. Enjoying every second. Oh, did you actually get popcorn? Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, if you need any context, feel free to ask, and I'll try to fill you in as much as I can, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. So this was their goal. Their goal was to fix the train. We can figure out why after we catch them. Maybe just break their rails. Let's go. I won't allow them to treat Abydos like this. We'll find out what they're up to. Following your lead, Sensei. I had a feeling this was going to happen. Foreclosure task force, move out. You think I'd lie? I don't know. I kind of said it as a joke, but hey, if you're actually eating popcorn, that's all. I really want some popcorn. Guys, I'm so excited. Mini tangent. Okay, never mind. After this, because we get to see the cinema. If you haven't seen this scene, it's awesome. I mean, I guess we're just gonna let it play. There's nothing to play here. But no, guys, they're re-releasing Top Gun for the 40th anniversary, and I'm gonna go see it in an IMAX theater. I'm so pumped, and popcorn was making me think about that. I'm so excited, guys. I love Top Gun. They're doing both movies, first and second one. I'm so excited. But I'm doing that this Sunday. My dad. Go. Die, Highlander, die. I really want to look at like a 3D model of this train here. The train is really cool though. I think the Lego model is a lot shorter than what I have. It looks like the train model isn't bad. It just looks like something that would be made by Lego in like 2010, 2015 maybe. It looks really like plain. Like I want somebody like a mock builder to build a mock of it, and it would look so cool. All right, are you ready for the greatest scene in all of training? Prepare yourselves. Also, I don't know how we got on a train, but wait, conniving train crew student, who's that? Is that a new character that they're just kind of throwing in? That's not the director. Who is that? Who is that? Wait, she has eyes in her. That's a future playable character. They just have her here. All right, here we go. Watch cinema. Look at this. This is incredible. Got on both tracks. Oh, it's so good, man. It's so good. Look at this. What are we witnessing? This is really happening. Oh man, this is so funny. Are we actually supposed to win this? I think we are, because Sensei's here, right? We're probably supposed to win this fight. I just love that. It's so funny. I've never even thought of a train doing that. I think there was like one, like a little gif of a train, of a Lego train switching tracks like that. But man, it's so funny. I love it. I don't care how impossible it is. This is what I would want in an anime. I want to see that scene. That would be probably the coolest scene in anime, like, ever. Name a better animated scene than train jumping track to block into another track. Poor Aoba. Yeah, Aoba. She's got to fix this whole thing. All right, goodbye, you Shupo brats. It exploded. Oh, I liked how Hikari fell. She looks like she's taking a nap. Guys, let's stop celebrating on the train. We have stuff to do. Wow, these guys are stronger than the train. Yeah. We got whooped. Don't look, but I think they surrounded us. This is going to impact scheduling for sure. Yeah, it's going to impact your brain. That's a problem. Construction's all messed up. They talk so big, but they were so weak. Really? I thought they were a lot more of a formidable force. Because, like, isn't that their whole thing? Because they're like a security crew for the trains, right? I feel like maybe, I mean, to be fair, they are going against Sensei and Abydos, and Abydos is like one of the most intense units out there, so it could just be that. I do have to forget that they are facing the Abydos group. A similar meme, I think it was one for a Euro type meme. Oh, I'd love to see it, because I think it's like my new favorite train thing, is when like a train jumps tracks like that. It's so funny. No more meaningless fighting. Answer my questions. What business does Highlander Railroad Academy have in Abydos? What's your goal? You're smart enough to put at least some of it together, no? Who is this? Hey, there she is, the director. See, that's not who we shot, though. That's somebody else. The person we shot on the train was somebody else. Overseer! Please help, we're done for. They might kill us for real. No. Another Highlander student, who are you? You their friend, carrying out a rescue mission? Friend would be more than a stretch. What? You can't trust anyone. Yeah, after what you did, I think not a friend. I suppose my assignment is technically to rescue them, but I assure you it's a matter of obligation. He's like, I don't want to rescue them. If I could let you capture them forever, I would love to. My name is Asagiri Suo. I had no idea how to pronounce it. Suo. That's my best guess. I'm the overseer at Highlander Academy. Who answers only to the board of directors. Board of directors? Ew. Highlander has a board of... You know what? That's super American. Because I believe Highlander is based off of America, from just guessing. Also, they have American cargo trains, so I'm assuming it's America. Really fitting that... Out of all the districts, we don't have a, like, America doesn't have a president, they have a board of directors. That is hilarious. If that's what they're going after. I assume they are. Because all the trains they drive are American trains. Like American diesel trains. Within reason. I think they have a couple, like, European trains in there, but most of them are American. An overseer? It's nothing fancy. I'm an errand girl for the higher-ups, and unfortunately those idiotic... I mean, the twins you've apprehended are Tachibana Hikari and Nozomi, officers of the Central Control Center. Yeah, so they're like control. Our relationship is more so those of adversaries that won't hesitate to deceive each the other, but are forced to occasionally work together. Exactly, she plays the role of overseer perfectly, an evil villain who hates construction. She lives to disrupt our schedules. And to back it up, weren't you gonna call us something really, really mean? Yuppies, she was, how rude. Well, you guys are pretty rude yourself. Our academy is made up of branch organizations with independent authority, so we may be under the same banner, but by no means are we allies. Interesting. So yeah, they really are. That's interesting. it's fun to focus on trains, which is something that as granted, I could be wrong. It could be based off of a different country. We don't know yet. That's just what we're guessing, and it's probably the most likely. But it's interesting if it is based off America to go with trains, which is something that we do actually rely on as a society, but we don't focus on. Nobody really realizes. But also, like, we don't use it for like transport. We really only use it for cargo. But we do heavily rely on it, so that's interesting. But I also like how capitalistic this. They leaned hard into the capitalism. They were just like, all capitalism all the way. Because it's funny, mostly people do like, oh, it's all freedom based and whatever, and they're just gonna be like, no, all capitalism based. That's so funny. Each railway route region is controlled by different factions. Back to the matter at hand. As their overseer, I apologize. They failed to follow proper procedure and acted recklessly. So, they are entirely at fault for the current situation. I'm sure you were aware, but we now own the development rights for Abydos' railway. That can't be true. We've looked into it. Nephthys bought out the bonds, not Highlander Academy. We're one and the same at this point. As a corporate academy, it's common for Highlander to enter into contracts with private enterprises. Long story short, Nephthys' rights and duties are also Highlanders. Were you not aware, Miss Izayoi Nonomi? You know each other. To be fair, Nozomi 1 is probably recognizable as the daughter, as the next successor. Also, she's wearing her student ID. she's wearing her student ID. So, like, it's pretty easy to be like, oh, that's you. But let's see. Nothing like that, but I'll let her explain. For now, would you mind transferring Dumb and Dumber into my custody? In return, I'll come to Abydos High School and answer any questions you have. That's... You can let them go. They ran away. Can I give them one good punch? One good punch in the face. Freedom! Scary. That was so super scary. Oh, you guys are not free. You guys are not free. Prepare your questions. I'll come pay you a visit as soon as I'm able. You two, we're leaving. Bye-bye. Just like that. And just like that, they're gone. I'm assuming they'll be back. I hope they're back, because man, they are awesome. Come on, kiddos, let's get out of here for now. I'm sure we'll get our answers soon. Head back to the foreclosure task force room. Holy, these are long episodes. Things now gone. I mean, I'm having a good time. Yes, I'm complaining about the length. I'm not really complaining. I'm just stating a fact. These are long episodes. Also, flashback. Hello, Yume. Well, how did this happen? Isn't it obvious, you naive, trusting soul? But you told me, you said it would be 90 hours of reliable work per week, and I'd get paid a lot for it. You really think a broken down district like Abydos would have a reliable work? Ha! Around these parts, you scrape by with whatever you work you can. Shouldn't I still get paid, though? Yeah, you are a riot. But I have to get paid. I need to make a lot of money so I can pay off the school's debt. And if my other classman finds out about this, she's going to be really worried and... You're really worrying about the wrong things here. Oh, whoops, wrong voice, whatever. You're our prisoner now. Every square inch of this building is lined with our subordinates, all armed to the teeth. No one's gonna save you now, honey. So, you say, oh, you're prisoner? You can't, all right, con artist aside, you can't take someone as a prisoner like that. Hello, Ronan. Welcome in. That is how Yume feels right now. Yeah. How are you doing, Ronan? Huh? Was that an earthquake? The whole building. You disgusting dogs! Wow! What the? Hoshino's ready to kill. Hoshino? Seriously, do you have to disappear when I already have so much to do? Do you know how long it took to find you? Hey, we've got work to do. Let's go. You think you can just waltz out of here? Hey, stop this little girl immediately! Who are you talking to? Unless you have more cronies hiding in the ceilings. I already took out all the trash. How can that be? You did that by yourself? What kind of superhuman are you? You don't want to know. Oh, yeah. Oh, I was so scared, Hoshino. Can you please stop getting tricked by the obliviously dodgy adults? But how many times do I have to tell you? There is no rules or decency in Abydos anymore. Once all the residents left, the neighborhood's turning to crime-ridden slums. Abydos is in Kivotos' trash can, where it's unsavory and unwanted characters. So if you don't know them, just assume they're bad. But what if they're not? What if they actually just need help? That's a fantasy. The only people in Abydos are criminals with bad intentions. But yeah, what about us? No buts. If you try to help people, they'll take advantage of you faster than you can blink. Being on guard with anyone and everyone is the only way we'll protect our school. Which is why I'm saying you need to be more Hoshino. The way you're speaking, it's wrong, Hoshino. What? Yume? What is she doing? This is really important, so please listen closely, Hoshino. Wait, you don't have to tell me for this close up. Yes, we do. Hoshino, you can't live your life being suspicious of everyone you come across, accepting violence and lies as the norm, taking them for granted. If we do that, one day we'll wake up and realize we've become the people we hate the most. I agree. You're right. We might be able to save Abydos by using your methods, but it won't be our Abydos anymore. I can't bear the thought of Abydos becoming synonymous with lies and violence. That would make me sad. I know you think it's silly, but I hope that we'll always be able to hold out our hand to people who need it, especially in times like these. We can offer food, clothing to those who are hungry and cold. Ooh, foreshadowing. I'm a dummy, so I don't know if I'm saying this right. But I think if it's you, you can understand what I'm trying to say. No way, this is exactly what I mean. This bumbling innocence of yours is what always gets you into trouble. What if trusting people means ending up in a situation like today again? If that happens, you'll come to the rescue again, won't you? Yikes. That's a big yikes for me. That's a big yikes. Also, ad break. My bad. I was so sucked into the story. I don't need co-pilot. Shut up. Well, yeah. What are you giggling about? Okay, I'm writing this down, so we never forget this conversation. Today, Hoshino said, what? What is this notebook? That's so goofy. Stop that right now. I hate it when you pull that notebook out. And again, what's with the design? I said stop writing. Please at least get a different notebook. We're not elementary school students anymore. You know what? Forget that notebook. I wanted to talk to you about a plan I came up with, Yume. If it works, I think it'll make Abydos at least a little safer. Yume? Yume? We're gonna flash back. Yeah, she was thinking again. Oh, poor Hoshino. Oh, man. Yume? Oh, okay. So we're still not fully back yet. It's a little confusing. I know. I guess if you've been playing the game, it's actually not confusing at all. But if this is your first stream or like first main story, it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah. Sorry, I completely forgot. I was so absorbed in the story I didn't realize ads played, so I apologize, but hopefully we're good. We flashed back. And Hoshino or Yume got swindled, and then Hoshino came and saved her. And then Hoshino was like, hey, you can't trust anyone, everyone is evil. And then Yume said, but hey, if we start thinking like that, we're no better than them. And then she said, if I ever do that again, you'll come and save me, right? And yeah. And so now she's waking up from that flashback and just she was dreaming. But we're still in a flashback. There are like 3 timelines going on at the same time. We have Hoshino and Yume, young Hoshino without Yume, and then the present timeline. So 3 timelines, 3 sprites. It's actually not that hard to figure out. I take it back. Yume has a very unique arms combination. She has a pistol with a shield. All of the Chumberos have a shotgun or SMG. Interesting. I wonder if that's why armed Hoshino also carries a pistol. I mean, regardless from like tactical reasons, I'm talking about like metaphorical reasons why she has a pistol. Because Hoshino armed has a pistol. But she mostly uses the shotgun. Excuse me. This place. Oh. Right, I got distracted. I'm here to lock up the Abydos Student Council room. As I fell asleep again. Oh, I see. She sleeps so much because she dreams of Yume. That's not going to be depressing at all, right? We're not going to get sad over that, right? I just need to lock up, huh? Oh, Yume also said we'll help anyone we in need. We'll give them food or give them clothes if they're cold. So remember that, because I'm pretty sure that's going to be pretty important. There's no rush. I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow definitely. She's still out here waiting. You. I've been waiting for you, Vice President. For me? Why? I'd like to tell you something. That's so. Okay, go ahead. You're right. I'm from the Nephthys group. But I don't think that should stop me from helping Abydos if I want to. Help Abydos? I'll pay for the school's debt in its entirety with this gold card. There we go. So yeah. Is this her money though? Like, wouldn't this come out of the Nephthys group? I don't know. I get that it's like a principle, but like at some point, Nanami should have just paid for it. You know? I know that's like, that's not like the moral of the story, but like, if she could do it, she should do it. Because they're all using their own pocket money. You know? So I don't know. I know I'm missing the entire point of the story. We're about to find out why, but you know. Huh? Wait, what? Gold card? Technically, it's my personal credit card. Well, Nephthys finances it, but I can sort of use it. Don't you think you're being arrogant, little lady? If you pay off the school's debt with that card, that means you'll own the school from here on out. Is that your angle? It could be a donation. What if it's a donation? What? No, of course not. I just wanted to help. I don't care about owning anything. That's not how it works. You might not have bad intentions, but you're naive. Nephthys finances that card, so technically theirs. Oh, okay, so that's why, because they would own it. But they own it now anyway, so what's stopping her if they own it? If they own 45% of the debt, just do it, you know? I don't know. I know I'm missing the point. Let me just read the story. Nephthys finances that credit card, so it's technically theirs. If you use that, then it'll be Nephthys who paid for our debt. It's not your money. Just because you're spending it, little lady. Tell me, have you ever lifted a finger in your life? Worked? Done laundry? Wiped the countertop? Well, here's a life lesson. Money belongs to the person who earns it, not the privileged little heir who spends it without care in a world. If you're trying to hand the school over to the Nephthys, then sure, pay off our debt with your fancy card. Then, what do I do? How can I help you pay back Abydos' debt? Yeah, this is back in the day. If you really wanted, you could get a job and help make payments as an Abydos student. Okay, I understand. Just like you, right? Huh? I'll be back before you know it, okay? Once I get a few things sorted out. Oh, and my name isn't Lil Lady. It's Nanami, upperclassman Hoshino. Upperclassman Hoshino? Huh? If you'll excuse me. Man. Who needs transcripts when you could just say, all right, I'm in the school now. Peace. Huh? I think it's just her, though. I think everyone has left but her at this point. Yume, where are you? Yume, I'm here for you. Yume! Yume! Was she not? Oh, man. Oh, it's you. Sorry for waking you up. Are you okay? Middle schoolers shouldn't poke their noses around where they don't belong. This is the high school, you know. Didn't she graduate? Or not yet, I guess. I heard someone screaming. And I've officially graduated. Okay, there we go. Called it. So I'm no longer a middle schooler. I've been accepted into the Highlander Railroad Academy, actually. They're in an industry academia contract with Nefties. I think they're processing my paperwork now. Oh, okay. So she was going to go to the Highlander Academy. Interesting. Congrats for you. Good for you. Then Shu, go enjoy your fancy new school. I really hope we get there and it's like the, well, no, I feel like it is, despite the Shupogakis and the chaos. I think that's just CCC and a little bit of some of the branch managers. I feel like overall Highlander is probably like a relatively stable academy. I mean, we'll find out. Like, it's not going to be like Gehenna levels of chaos. It can't be, you know, but it would be funny. Because you have to remember, that is the logistics branch for all of Kivotos. So they have to be efficient or else Kivotos would literally fall apart within days. So I think that's awesome. I wanted to take one last look around the Abydos district before I left. I wasn't trying to stalk you or anything. I was just walking by the school. But then I heard someone screaming, so I came to check. I see. You have a blast. Enjoy your farewell to a little lady. I heard the news. The student council president went missing. Was her name Yume? Oof. Gotta be careful where you talk about, you know what I mean? Granted, she doesn't know. And a lot of rumors. The president was an airhead who struggled at lending the school, but she abandoned the vice president. But I liked it in the classified document. What? How did you get your hands on classified documents? What do you mean you looked into classified documents? The president isn't missing, but she, well, I read that person who provided a witness account. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be prying like this. Talking about, well, also, why are we playing this song? This song does not fit the vibe at all. We're talking about a dead person. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be prying like this. Talking about it won't change anything. I mean, it's just you and me here. Did you give up looking for whatever was in the desert? You persisted, didn't you? Even after the president was found, you continued searching the desert? What were you looking for? They really should not be playing this song. This song is really killing the vibes of what we're supposed to be feeling. And this is the Abydos Student Council room, correct? Everything is packed away already. But you went through the effort of forcing the sealed door open. I can't help but think you were looking for something. Did you find it? Let's go. Oh, wait for me. Oh, she's gonna show us? Okay. So dusty. I'm the only person you know. We don't exactly have a cleaning crew here. Or I'm the only person you know. We don't exactly have a cleaning crew here. The sands ruined the flooring, just about everything else. We're forced into this annex when all the other buildings were mummified by Abydos' desification. Oh, mummified. That's a reference, guys. That's a reference that I totally knew at the beginning of the stream. Definitely. It's not exactly a state-of-the-art facilities out here. I've heard the history. It was considered a tragedy when the main building of Abydos is buried in the desert. Seeing as this was one of the oldest, most storied districts in all of Kivotos. You've done your homework. Even the building was used during my first year is long gone at this point. Yes, I believed you joined the school and then had to move here not soon after. Maybe a little bit too much homework. I was interested in history. Despite being an annex, it's still equipped with everything you would need to hold classes. With this classroom, Hoshino, school festival headquarters. I never saw this layout plans or documentation. Oh, could this be for the Oasis Festival? Hold it. Don't just barge into... Ooh. Oh, it's the room. It's the room. Wow. I have a wonderful idea. You could revitalize the school and bring back visitors and have fun events like the Oasis Festival. Yep. We could do cute event like idol performance. Oh, that's foreshadowing. Foreshadowing to the idol performance that they don't do here. They do it at Trinity, so it's probably not a foreshadowing at all. Probably not foreshadowing. Oh, it's empty. Duh, the Oasis Festival hasn't happened around for years. You're absolutely right. I suppose I got a little carried away there. Hey, why are you here? Well, I was thinking having an idol performance would... No, not here in this room. Why would you have been following me around, little Nephthys lady? I've got things to do, and entertaining a middle schooler wasn't on the agenda, so why are you showing up here with all your questions and ideas? You're already registered as set to go to Highlander, aren't you? That school sucks. I don't want to go there. I would love to visit that school. That would be awesome. I have this feeling deep down that I'll regret it for the rest of my life if I choose Highlander. Aren't they partnered with Nephthys? Sounds like a grand old time for you. You're not wrong. I'd likely be treated well and even appointed student council president. Wow. Thanks for the hydration, Gare. And the stretch. Yep. Whew. Feels good. A fancy position for... Also, wait, they just said student council president. Does that mean that they used to have a presidency like others and then they broke up into corporate positions? Whoa. Capitalism took over. Yo. Now that's some lore. Now that is some lore. Unless if it's not a student council president in that sense, it's a student council president as in president of the company. And they still have a board of directors. Wow. Cinema. Cinema Highlander. What is this game anymore? Yeah, no arthritis. I appreciate that, Gare. Look, I get it. You've got your own situation and worries. But look around you. There's exactly one student here. There's nothing appealing about this sad old ghost town. You've got a bright future ahead of you, Nonami. So take this old timer's advice, right? Old timer. It starts here. It starts here. Old timer. You're not that much older than me, Hoshino. What do you mean, little middle schooler? We're entire grades apart. What? Hoshino's second year, third year maybe? So they're like 2 years apart. I technically graduated though. Okay, so they're 1 year apart. Same thing. No, they can't be because Hoshino has been here for a year. So they have to be like 2 years apart. At least. Dum-ba-dum-bum. I'll present a brief overview of Highlander Railroad Academy. Time is of the essence right now. Okay. The Academy maintains railroad throughout Kovotos. It personally owns and manages some lines running through the city, on top of having several business ventures. It's unique from the other academies as it doesn't necessarily belong to a given district. The railways act as district borders, which individual factions manage. All of these dots and lines make up different districts. Unique is one way to put it. Yeah, this is a really interesting way to describe this. But like I said, I think this is a hilarious, not hilarious, just a good, I guess, take on an American style culture. I think it's fun. I think it's cool. It beats just, yeah, we're freedom, we're crazy, which is still a relatively interesting take on like an American culture. I think this is a more fun way to take it. It's a more unique way to take it. Gotten some where lower lumbar pain. No, gotta get the stretches in. Gotta start standing up and doing stuff. Yes, the constant push and pull of power over these railway districts creates a complex political structure, as the overseer mentioned. Welcome back, Neon. The Secretariat and the Secretariat? That's Red Winter. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we don't want to hear about that here. Actually, I do. I love Chedino. There's a power outage. Oh no. Is it back? That sucks. Sorry, Neon. That's terrible. The Secretariat and the Security Department are in charge of managing the railways, and the Central Control Center manages the Academy's administrative duties. Really? So why are they out on the... Okay, why? So we can kind of see as Highlander Student Council. Okay. Exactly, Sedika. Wait, that was Sedika? I'm not even reading names right now. I'm just reading this lore. The microwave blew up? Oh my gosh, that's not good. Yikes. Exactly, Sedika. The twins had the misfortune of meeting our officers of CCC. In other words, members of the student council. Okay, interesting. Yeah, Odie's little sisters. And Asigiri So, the overseer, the board works for the board of directors. Her primary directive is to keep CC in check. It would appear that Soo wasn't lying when she said she's not necessarily allied with the twins, but again, it's all rather complicated. That concludes my briefing on Highlander Railroad Academy. Man, that makes Highlander so... I already knew Highlander was going to be one of my favorites, but how different and like weird their government system is so interesting. It's certainly the most interesting. It's at least the most complex, but it's really interesting. I really can't wait to learn more about how absurd that is. Oh no. Oh no. I think we know what time it is. Huh? Oh no. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. Is that a doorbell? We installed it for visitors to use, but that's the first time it's ever actually been run. Hi. They're back. Why are they back? It's us, Highlander CCC. Hello, Hikari. Don't stop ringing the doorbell. We're here. Let us in. Roger, please prepare for the Hikari special 1 second 16 hit ding dong ditch combo. There we go. The button spammer. What? Why are they like this? Speak of the devil, they actually came. Move, officers. Whoa. Wait your turn, no pushing. I am Asigiri So, Highlander Overseer. I apologize for for our officers' lack of manners. We arrived to make good on our promise to the foreclosure task force. If you would let us in, I assure you we come in peace. What should we do? I don't really want them to break our only doorbell, so let's just let them in. Don't break the doorbell. I don't know how to install a new one. Trans-Desert Railway. All right, here we go. All right, we're only on episode 5 and we've been going for almost 2 hours. Admittance accepted. Victory pose. Why is it so cramped here? Where are we supposed to sit? On the ground? No, you're sitting outside. Officers, please refrain from touching others' belongings without permission. No, there's no fridge here. Just sit and be still. Jumping on the chairs is the opposite of being still. Sit. She's their mom. Except she hates them. What is wonky over here? My parents told me they had little snowflakes. Oh man, terrifying. Apologies again. This is the Abydos. Is this the Abydos Foreclosure Task Force Club room we are standing in? Yes. Sorry, goes. Nope. Jiro, whatever you're thinking, hold your horses. I wasn't going to do anything, I swear. Yes, we're the foreclosure task force. Well, you found us. Let's get to it, Highlanders. Is this eatable? No. Hello, are we guests? Where's our tea? Oh my gosh. They are so annoying. All I know, I don't know anything and I don't want any spoilers. I just know by the time we meet them again, they are much more not annoying. They are like good, like normal students. They are just incredibly annoying right now. And I know that changes, but I also don't know how or why. So I'm going to enjoy them at their peak brattiness while I still can. I mean, they're still kind of bratty, but like they become much more tame. Oh, right. Just a moment. No, Ayane, don't give them anything. Please don't strain yourselves for their sake. We won't be here long. Boo, boo. If you could, for once, properly assess the situation. You want to understand that we're not welcome guests here, officers. These agents were willing to stand up against the giant that is Kaiser Corporation to protect their school. Consider this a train engine that could explode at any moment. They're like, yeah, that's us. We could totally kill you. I mean, they could. That's the thing. Not that there is any need for a real concern. I would easily dispose of them all if a fight were. Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, really? I mean, I don't know. We're going to find out more about Suo, but right now my stance is, oh, really? I'm sure she's like some like seventh deity from God, or I don't know. I'm just making that up. We'll find out. Deep breath, Shiroko. Deep breath. She's like, I'll take them now. Wasn't going to. Devil swear. Why are you acting all innocent? I knew you were about to blow a fuse. Oops. Let's get to the point, Solo. You came to speak with the Foreclosure Task Force. Yes. Shell Sensei, correct? My apologies for the earlier situation. However, I'm afraid we are not the ones you will be negotiating with. Area secured. It's safe to proceed. Oh, man. Thank goodness. How there's so much dust in one place. How barbaric. I'd rather not stay in this toxic environment any longer than necessary. Let's get indoors. Who are those punks? Please watch your language. These are your creditors, after all. Creditors? Like our creditors? You brought those sharks here? Let's lower our voices a little bit, Serika. It would appear these people who brought out the derivative bonds. I suppose we have no other option but to hear them out. Okay. Okay, so they're just bringing them in. Private equity fund. Excuse me. So this is the Abydos Student Council room. It's even more cramped than I expected. Nice to meet you. We're the private equity fund invested in this business. To you, we're Abydos' new creditors. I'm the legal representative speaking on behalf of their interests. Welcome. Who are you people? Wasn't Nephthys the ones that bought out the bonds? You don't seem like Nephthys guys to me. Yun's right, they are Odie's little scissors. Yeah, they kind of are. They definitely are. They're locomotives, yes. They like trains, they don't like bikes. But you forgot, Neon, we already have the little Odie. We have the I guess that could just be Odie. We have the green biker girl, remember? You are correct. They did acquire the rights for Abydos Desert Railway at a rather exorbitant price. However, they couldn't afford such a sum over there on their own. It required the funds of many different interested parties. They created a private equity fund to meet their needs. We're their investors. Private equity fund? Man, there's so much economics in this story. I kind of love it. Ah, man. I mean, I already said that the Rapid of Canerong, or whatever you say, that was the Phantom Menace of Star Wars, or of Blue Archive. Truly the Phantom Menace of Blue Archive. But now we have this. I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what to compare this to. I love it, but this is awesome. Ah, yes, as the young lady says, there are many other investors besides just us. The Debt Labor Union and Pawnbroker Union are here, as well as the Foreclosure Auction Guild, Gelatin Gummies, Zocco Business, and a bunch of sketchy people.
She isn't wrong. I also used to trade stolen goods on the black market myself. We're not the type of people who like to stand out, which is where Nephthys, a legitimate company in good public standing, comes in as the sparkling face of it all.
You guys just sound shadier and shadier. Should you be telling us this? You guys are just kind of coming clean, right? Are you allowed to do this? Is this good? Sorry, but do you have any proof that you're Abydos' creditors? It's to the benefit of both sides to ensure everything's in order. You dare doubt us? Yes. How unpleasant.
Now, let's all come down and discuss this like civilized adults.
You have my guarantee that these creditors are legitimate. Huh? Who's this now? Butler? You know that person, Nunami? Yes, he's the officer of Nephthys group, as well as the butler who essentially raised me.
Dang.
This is her dad? Notice how they haven't actually said dad or mom. For some reason, they've said parents. They've never said dad or mom. But they've used terms as father and mother, never implying they're never talking about their own, but the terms exist. But no one has ever said mom or dad. Still waiting for that to happen. It's been a while, my lady. I'm sorry that our meeting had to be under these circumstances. I will explain the situation. We organized a private equity fund to raise money and purchase the bonds. You'll see their names listed on the contracts for our private equity fund. I'll send you a copy, so please feel free to verify. Oh, yes, thank you. With a quick glance, everything they're saying appears to be true. I see here their affiliation and rights to the bonds. As we said. That's proof enough, correct? Yes, thank you for your patience. Huh, so they weren't sketchy con artists. I mean, they kind of still are. Just because it's real doesn't mean... I mean, they're still kind of trying to scam you, right?
Yeah, as long as we're on the same page. Moving on. As the creditors of this fund, we came here to discuss a rather important issue with you all.
About the Trans-Desert Railway?
Yes, naturally you students did your homework.
Well, they kind of came to us without asking.
You're correct. No point in beating around the bush. Our goal is to acquire all rights to the Trans-Desert Railway.
Nod. Which is why the private equity fund exists.
We bought these bonds from Kaiser at nearly fraudulent prices. Also, we could acquire the rights to the railway. These bonds included the rights to the construction of any uncompleted railways. Therefore, Highlander Academy's earlier actions were breaking no laws.
Yeah, but shouldn't you have told us that? Should have probably told the people. That's what we've been saying. We have the rights, so we gotta do what we want.
Not really.
Like, you know, if I own a house, I can't set it on fire just because I own it. Yuppies, whatever we want. Please don't antagonize them, officers. I'm failing to grasp why you would want the Trans-Desert Railway to begin with. Please explain, Butler. What are you doing this? It appears I'm a bit of uncomfortable position.
I'll handle this then. Young Nephthys lady. I understand the Trans-Desert Railway project is a bit of a sore topic for both Nephthys and Abydos. After all, it single-handedly accelerated the district's downfall.
I don't want to hear it from you. You need to tell me what Nephthys is thinking, Butler. It was a dangerous, reckless project to begin with. In fact, building that kind of transportation infrastructure made no sense in this desolate place. There were no resources, no trade, not even an economy to speak of in Abydos at that point. It drained Nephthys and Abydos and all their remaining capital, and then was left to rot. If it weren't for that project, after all of that pain it caused, you went back? Why? Why, Butler? What could be the purpose? More pain, more casualties? Casualties? Whoa, okay, whoa. I mean, I knew it, like, dried up the land. What do you mean, casualties? I'm assuming, yes, maybe casualties from the sandstorm, but Nephthys didn't cause that. What do you mean, casualties? Who died? Who got injured? Was it, like, because it's hard to build a railway in the desert, people died of like dehydration, maybe? Granted, casualties doesn't mean death necessarily.
What is Nefty's thinking? Calm down, Nanami. Nanami. Interesting, but we didn't come here to be interrogated. Let's get to the issue at hand. However, before we begin, if you don't mind, I'd like this discussion to move forward with the involved parties. Would anyone here who is not a member of the Abydos Student Council please leave? Isn't everyone though? Oh, it's just them. Okay, all right, let's go. Hey, keep your dirty paws off me. Do we have to? Hikari wanted to play more. You're not playing. Get out of here. I'll take my leave as well. See ya, man. And who will represent Nephthys? Overseer Soul will serve as our representative. Excuse me? I see no problem with it. She may be a Highlander student, but she is currently employed by Nephthys. She may be a member of the CCC, but she's also one of ours. I consider her trustworthy. Now then, I have other matters to attend to. Man. What in the world is happening? I don't know what's going on anymore. I believe I asked for the Abydos Student Council, to my knowledge. That should only include Takanashi Hoshino. No, wait, we're members of the Student Council too. Yeah, they definitely are at this point. And if not, Hoshino could just be like, all right, well, I appoint them to Student Council. They are now all my secretaries. I need 4 secretaries. As she said, the Foreclosure Task Force is the official student council appointed by their advisor here. Correct. As their teacher, I approved it. I see. Oh, odd. The paperwork here states that the only person affiliated with the Abydos Student Council is Miss Hoshino, so there's another student council called the Foreclosure Task Force, as you say. That's on me. It's because I'm technically affiliated with both. Well, what if I just say I'm Shale Sensei and I approve it? You don't need paperwork. I'm right here. The Abydos Student Council may hold the official name, but the Foreclosure Task Force has acted as the student council for years now. It's rather complicated, but I suppose I understand. Then please take a look at this. Okay, cool. So he's gonna let us all see. Okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say, like, if we have to fight this, we shouldn't have to fight this. This document happened. Happened upon Highlander Academy's document storage recently. It's a contract written by the previous Abydos Student Council president. Kuchinashi Yume. Oh, man. Oh, this isn't going to be fun. Yeah, this is not going to be fun, guys. Oh, no. Sales contract. Now you get the reason. What do you mean, written by Yume? It states here that the Abydos Student Council purchased from Nephthys the rights to use some facilities created during the Trans-Desert Railway project. From Nephthys? When a district falls apart, contracts like these get sold left and right. Who's talking? They're all like the same level of opacityness. I don't care. The Trans-Desert Railway was a joint project by the Abydos Student Council and Nephthys, but technically the rights belong to the Student Council, who put it in the original order for the project. The Student Council sold those rights to Nephthys to repay their debt, and it seems the previous president, Kuchinashi Yume, attempted to repurchase the rights later down the road. Ooh. Okay. Which essentially sums up the contents of the contract. Give me that. Okay, so this has nothing to do with Yume's. Well, I mean, maybe it does, but... So she bought it back, which would have put them into more debt. Interesting. Hurt our feelings next on. Yay. Well, they're not hurting my feelings. They're just making me sad. They're just making me depressed. Sales contract. Abydos Student Council agrees to purchase the rights to Trans-Desert Railway facility from Nephthys for 1 million yen. Upon signing this contract, the buyer shall pay a contract fee of 10,000. Oh, man. So this is where so Yume got into the debt. So it's, oh, man.
The buyer shall be responsible for paying the remaining balance to the seller within 2-year period specified in this contract. Compensation for delayed payment of the remaining balance will be signed. What? Wait, did it not say what the consequence was? Oh, the compensation delayed. Okay. Oh yeah, so that part right there. Compensation for delayed payment of the remaining balance. Yeah. That's the key part. Signed Abydos Student Council President Kuchinashi Yume. She didn't sign away her life, but she kind of did. In a broad way of thinking. That's Yume's handwriting. I know it anywhere.
Precisely. The contract states that the Abydos Student Council purchased the Trans-Desert Railway facilities from Nephthys for 1 million yen.
When did she do this? And I didn't have a clue? I've read and reread every scrap Yume left behind, every sheet of paper, memo, discarded notes, everything. Never heard of this contract. I understand it was from the previous student council, but there's no way I would miss any sign of Yume.
Well, it was in Highlander's documents, though. That's likely because the contract has not been completed yet.
Oh.
It was a time-based contract. The originally agreed upon payment has not been delivered as of yet.
So the contract is still in progress?
Yes, that's correct. The contract is indeed being signed and notarized, but the payment itself has not been delivered for 2 years.
Oh. So... Okay, so they need more money?
No one considered the contract to be of much importance, especially after the one managing it quit the company. So it was forgotten in the storage room until it was accidentally discovered.
Accidentally?
Accidentally.
It kind of was accidentally discovered, to be fair. Unless that was all a ruse. It created quite the conundrum for us. It would have been best if this contract had stayed buried.
The single piece of paper has prevented us from acquiring all rights to the Trans-Desert Railway, as the affiliated facilities couldn't be included in our purchase.
The rights to those facilities currently belong to the Abydos Student Council. And so?
So how would you like to proceed? Do you intend to uphold your end of the contract?
Excuse me, you came all this way to ask us that? It's rather a significant matter. We'll be holding a general creditors meeting in 2 days' time to discuss the shares for the project, but we can't move forward until this is sorted out. General creditors meeting? Like a big meeting for all the creditors?
Yeah. Good job, Serika. You put that together. Correct. All the investors of the private equity fund will gather to discuss our plans moving forward. Now, Hoshino, as the representative of the Abydos Student Council, do you intend to pay the remaining balance stated in the contract of Nephthys?
This is really sudden. You come in barging here and ask us to fulfill a contract we didn't even know about? And furthermore, purchasing those kinds of rights.
Yeah.
You said the remaining balance was 1 million yen? We are already swimming in debt.
Excellent. That's precisely what we wanted to hear. Who in their right mind would pay 1 million yen to acquire some abandoned scrap metal? To my understanding, you children are already struggling to pay off your current debt. It wouldn't be wise to dig that hole deeper, now would it? I'll take that as confirmation you're no longer interested in upholding your end of the contract.
Well, we need to read this contract.
In that case, why don't you sign right here on this waiver, Hoshino? It's just a little paper that says you'll hand over any rights you have to the private equity.
Hoshino, you should know your lesson right now. You better not. I mean, she's not, right? She's already learned her lesson about signing papers. Give me a sec here. I'm not all that keen on randomly signing contracts anymore. Yeah. Basically, that's what got Yume into that whole mess. She just kind of like heard it could help, and then she signed, and then it didn't end well for her. And then granted, Hoshino sort of knew what she was getting herself into, but she signed it without fully understanding a contract again, assuming she was signing herself away to save everyone else, but it was a lie. So she's learned her lesson. Stop pressuring my students. Yeah, my sensei's like, bro, what are you doing? They're kids. Bruh. Knock it off, dude. Any contract needs to be thoroughly reviewed before it's signed. Do you mind giving us time to look over everything first?
That's a problem for us.
Did we get ahead of ourselves?
Regardless of your decision right now, this contract is set to expire in 2 days' time.
Just 2 days.
In 2 days, it'll be exactly 2 years since the contract was signed. You can check the date for yourself. Once those 2 days are up, it's done and dusted. Which is why we scheduled that general creditors meeting in exactly 2 days. We wanted to get a jump on things, but we can wait. Let me spell it out for you. We're hosting a private equity fund's general creditors meeting in 2 days at the Abydos Central Station District Office. If you want to keep that contract alive, you'll need to show up in meeting at noon, state your intentions, and get it notarized. If you can, that is.
If we can.
2 days, district office noon. Don't forget, miss. Miss it even by a millisecond, and the contract is null and void. That was a message we came to deliver. Thank you for your time.
Very well then. Let's go.
Alright, see you guys.
Oh, I love that Abydos' chapters are all about just corporate greed. It's so insane. Besides Rabbit of Canarog, I gotta learn how to say that word. I just say Canarog. I don't think that's right. But yeah, there's been like no economics in this at all. I mean, it's in the background, but this is like forefront. Corporate greed. I love it. It's so silly.
Come on, Highlander Overseer, aren't you our escort?
Now then. In other words, hell no, forget this. I'm not listening to those scam artists. Serika. They think they can just throw fancy pieces of paper around and demand we give them all this money? What do they think they are? Or who do they think they are? They're acting like they're royalty over some abandoned scraps of metal. Wait, yeah. Why are they making such a big deal over a pile of junk? What are they hiding? Yeah, we should go see what is over there. Because right now we own it, so we should at least see what it is, right? Don't look at me like that, Shiroko. You look way too proud of me right now. I agree with everything she said. And even Serika can pick up on her unsuspicious intentions. We know there's something there. Oh, man. Hey, I'm not that gullible. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are that gullible. Yeah, oh my god, it's so funny to remember. Guys, Seiya has access to 2 private yachts. Remember, Seiya has access to 2 private yachts and a private beach. It's always good to remember that Trinity has access to multiple private yachts and a private beach. Just good to remember that. Oh, I love it. Oh, that was a great mention there, Can. Fantastic. Somebody needs to make a meme of that. We're like, oh, it's like the, I don't know, like that stupid gif of like Mickey Mouse like cutting the bread into like invisible pieces of bread and then feeding it to them. That's Abydos. And then you cut to, I don't know what you would cut to. Jeff Bezos. I guess. I don't know. She's right. Our first step is to figure out what secret they're hiding. Yes, I believe so as well. What's buried beneath that failed project? We need to approach things carefully when it comes to contracts. We have time to figure out our game plan. Understood. Hoshino, what lies at the heart of this issue is the previous student council president, Kuchinashi Yume. We know this is a sensitive topic, and that's why we've never broached it, but we need a full picture of the situation. So what happened while you and Yume served on the student council together? Hayane! Please, Hoshino, we need to know what happened to the Abydos Student Council. I don't think we can solve this predicament without that. This is tough. You know too, don't you, Nonami? I've always wondered why the foreclosure task force operates out of the school festival headquarters, rather than the student council room. And then there's the locked classroom on the first floor. Why seal shut a classroom that in this abandoned building? That room is the original student council room, isn't it, Hoshino? I have questions too. Why did the previous president sign a contract putting the school in even more debt? Huh? I thought Shiroko would have known these things, at least. I've never pressed for details. That's good. Well, they did wrangle Shiroko off the streets. That's not what happened at all. I mean, it kind of is. Kind of is. But, you know. Wait, everyone, we shouldn't pressure Hoshino like this. When she's all ready, thanks, Nonemi, but it's okay. Yeah, it's about time. It's about time. All right, enjoy your ad break. I probably should have paused for the ads, but I will fill you in. But I mean, we kind of already know. Our old student council prez, she was a walking danger sign. If I'm gonna be honest, she was so naive, always running headfirst into trouble and getting taken advantage of left and right. Hey, just like Serika. She still managed to graduate somehow? Yeah. Yup. She graduated, all right. She definitely graduated, Serika. Does she not know? Serika, do you not know? No, she didn't. Yume went missing before she had the chance to graduate. Is Hoshino not? No, she knows. She definitely knows. Maybe she just doesn't want to say it. But she definitely knows. Missing? She went missing? How does that happen? Who knows? She went missing, and she was found 33 days later in the Abydos desert. Oh, I don't like that at all. Okay. She was found. She was found with her halo destroyed. I don't like that. Her halo? How? An accident, probably. I think she got lost in the desert. Probably, but how? What happened to her? Yeah, isn't that not how that works? I don't know. What? Weren't you the vice president then? That's, well... It's because I left 3 days before Yume went missing. Ooh. So I can't tell you what happened in the 60 hours before she was lost. It wasn't until later that I found out she was missing. But why she went deep into the desert, why she got lost, I don't know. Does she know? I mean, she was looking for something. Also, she said Halo was shattered or broken. I know that doesn't really, but that kind of... Halo was destroyed. But that doesn't, like... Destroyed implies broken. They haven't really explained how the Halo works. All we know is that the Halo keeps them alive. It allows them to be essentially immortal, but it has a limit. But so you can either physically break the Halo, and if you break the Halo, you then lose the immortality. The only thing is, so like if you could technically break the Halo and live, but breaking the Halo takes so much force that it would end up killing you attached to it. The other way to do it is to just deal the body so much punishment that the Halo just runs out of power and cannot sustain your immortality. So technically, the Halo is not immortality. It is just an insanely high HP bar. Technically. That could also just be destroyed. I don't know. Welcome back from ads, everybody. Talking about Yume. They're just saying that she went off in the desert and then she was found 33 days later. Yeah. So that's fun. And now Hoshino's saying that she left 3 days before she went missing. And then she came back when she heard and she couldn't find her. But she's also saying that she doesn't know why she went out into the desert. Which I think she might have an idea, but I think it sounds like she genuinely doesn't know why she went out I mean, she was clearly looking for something. What was she doing? What should have happened? What was she thinking? I hunted down those answers to the questions for a long time. I scoured every last remnant of Yume on this planet looking for a clue, but nothing. Starvation or dehydration? So that's the thing. They specifically said the Halo was destroyed. Now I don't know if that just means she just died. But destroyed usually means broken, which means something physically attacked her. But I don't know. I feel like it could have just been dehydration too. The other thing I'm thinking of is because it was 33 days. 33 days is very close to 40 days and 40 nights, which is a biblical thing where Jesus went out for 40 days and 40 nights just alone in the desert with no food, no anything. And it was like a bunch of trials for him before he like had to like suffer a bunch of stuff. He had to like face the devil and a whole bunch of other stuff, and eventually he came back. And there is a ton of religious imagery in Blue Archive, whether or not the devs want to say that or not. There is. I don't know. Somebody said that they said there's really no imagery. I'm like, yes, there is. So I think that was like a troll post, but there is. So the fact that it's 33, that it's really close to that 40 days is interesting. So I'm clocking that. That probably has something to do with it. Maybe she lost her temptation with the devil is what they could be implying. I don't know. But we'll see. Anyway, and I was so sure everything would have been written down in that damn notebook. What notebook? Yume had this silly little notebook she wrote everything down in, even the most inconsequential things. So finding a trace of her like this after all that searching, suspicious as heck, isn't it? Like, why was this contract aborted halfway? And it suddenly shows up 2 years after the contract was written. Signed date. By this time, Yume was... so she was already out. So she was out there signing a contract. The date, it's... Hoshino. Okay, here we go. I think he was always Hoshino. Stay safe, okay? Hoshino? You okay? Here, sit down. This date, the date written on this contract. The date is that exact date Yume went missing. How did it take her that long to figure out? No offense to Hoshino. I know she's going through a lot right now, but the hell would want to visit some spot in the middle of the desert? For once in your life, stop daydreaming. You know what? Actually, do whatever you want. I don't want it. I don't need it. Forget this student council game. I'm done playing house with you. Hoshino? Wait, Hoshino, come back. I'm going after her. We should all go after her. But yeah, Shiroko's the only one who can catch up to her. Shiroko's the only one who stands a chance. Shiroko, wait. Yeah, why are they like that? Should we go after them? It's okay. No one stands a chance of keeping up with Hoshino besides Shiroko. Anyway, I was going to say, like, yeah, she's the only one who has the capabilities of even catching up to her. I suppose, but still. Collaboration time. Yes. Phoenix Wright solves a corporate scheme. Ayane, if this contract is written the day Yume went missing, that can only mean... Yeah, President Yume's disappearance and this contract are linked. Whoa. They could be related. They could be. Ayane, what do you mean they could be? They could be. Ayane, you're supposed to be the smartest one in this group. To be continued. The body's limits. Oh, they're gonna explain it, guys. Guys, this is gonna get real dark in here. It's gonna get real dark. Or the game's gonna crash. The game is gonna crash. That's also gonna happen. the game could also I mean, you know what? That's kind of a perfect time for the game to crash. I'm not going to stop it here, though. I think I'll do a couple more episodes. Yeah, because we got to do some. We got 43 episodes to get through. All right, I just need the game to capture. Oh no, please don't break again. Come on, game capture. All right, I guess we can just go to I guess we'll go to display capture or screen capture, I mean. All right. Let's go back. That being said, actually, kind of a little perfect break. I do need to use the bathroom really quick. We're going to do a couple more chapter. Oh my God, we're only 7 episodes in. How am I supposed to get through 43 episodes? This is going to take like 7 streams. I'm really not wasting that much time by yapping like I normally do. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna BRB. I gotta use the bathroom really quick. Real quick. Okay, we're back. Not wasting any time. Right in. The body's limits. I have a feeling that this is going to be an explanation. Shiroko, aren't you tired of following me yet? Why don't you just say what you've got to say? Nope, just following. Yeah, Shiroko's like, I'm just making sure you're good. You're not doing anything crazy. A high school girl shouldn't be following an old timer around. You know. What even is the situation? It's so backwards. Why here, Hoshino? It's an abandoned town. Ah. This place, yes. This is where I first met Yume. Where you met Yume? Oh yeah, more or less. I didn't really mean to end up here. But your brain took you here. Hoshino, your life before we met is a mystery to me. No one wants to pressure you, but I think it's time. Ooh, and Shidoko's the one to do it. I don't really have time to explain what happened to Shiroko, but it makes sense for Shiroko to be able to do it because she had the most insane backstory. She's like literally a major spoilers, but she is a demon sent from space to eventually grow up and destroy the world in every multiverse. And so that's who Shiroko Terra is. She is a fulfilled Shiroko from a different universe that destroyed Kivotos in her universe and goes from multiverse to multiverse, destroying every Kivoto she comes in contact to until we stopped her and now she's here. So yeah, that's Shiroko's backstory. So she has a mystery life. We all know this at this point in the game. So this is all after that. So everyone knows that. No one knows what to do. They're all anxious. Does President Yume's death have something to do with the situation? It definitely does. The goddess of death, Anubis. Yeah, thank you. That's a much better description than just demon. Ah, look, there's an evil company's cash truck that no one's gonna miss. Come on. Did that really work? How'd you know? You're not getting away. Wow, Shiroko, for heaven's sake, stop chasing me. Can't you take a hint? I'm waving a bright red neon sign that says I don't want to talk about it. Will you stop running at full speed? No, running until you're done. If I catch you, you have to tell me. Well, I won't. Just give me some time. We kind of need it now. Time is of the essence, Hoshino. She's still running? Oh my god, it's been 12 hours. How are you still running? This is not Shiroko's story. This is Hoshino's story. That is just what happened to Shiroko. Shiroko's not back yet. I just can't wait any longer. I'm gonna contact my butler. You mean from Nephthys? Yeah, they may know the truth behind this entire project, and we're out of other options. Are you sure? They seemed uncomfortable when you asked them earlier. It's because I cut ties with my family when I decided to stay at Abydos. I can hardly... She said my family, not my parents. See what I mean? They've written themselves into a corner where they've never mentioned parents, and now they don't have the... They don't know if they should or not, so they never say it. They never say it. When I decided to stay at Abydos, I can hardly expect them to think well of me after these years. I've accepted the consequence. Let's see. Deleted their contacts, but if I remember correctly, you don't need to push yourself too hard, Nonami. Thank you, Ayane. Yeah, let's just wait a little bit. Oh, she's gonna give him a call. Okay. I lost her. No! Shiroko! You lost Hoshino? Yeah, my training's been insufficient. I regret it now. Don't look so disappointed in yourself, Shiroko. Sarika's right. No one can catch up to Hoshino when she tries. She told me not to worry and that she would see me at school tomorrow. And I lost sight of her. Tomorrow? Perhaps just a little bit of time is all she needs, I hope. No, my butler's returning my call. Miss. Hey, it's me. Hello, butler. I had a feeling you would call. In search of information about the Trans-Desert Railway, I presume? Yes. There must be some kind of secret for everyone to be vying for the rights to an abandoned project. Does Nephthys know? Naturally. Please tell me, what is the goal of the private equity fund? What is Nephthys planning? And the contract. We need to know what's happening with the contract signed by our former student council president. Well, there's no need to worry your pretty head about business affairs, miss. Yeah, it's part of our land. You know? It's not for Abydos, butler. I need to know. Oof. Hit him where it hurts. Now that I think about it, it's been almost 2 years since you gave me a call. How have you been, miss? Fine. I've been doing fine. Have you reached your card limit yet? I can replace it with a new one whenever you require. What? Really? After all that, you're still like, you cut ties with the fact there's still access to the money? Interesting. I don't use it very often, thank you though. I'm doing fine, butler, but it's about... I'm quite sure you are fine. Who wouldn't be after dragging their own family through the dirt? Woof. 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 If I am to be frank with you, miss, I find your behavior rather shameless. You condemn us, renounce your very name, and then come calling us as soon as it benefits you? That's, well, she's not really doing it for her own benefit. She's just, she needs to know. I don't think it's going to benefit her if she knows. If you must know, Nephthys, your family is in crisis. Crisis? Yes, we're doing our utmost to navigate what could be the downfall of our company, and the outcome of the general creditors meeting in 2 days. Time will determine our fate. Just what is happening in this meeting? Seems to be so much riding upon it. Are the other Abydos students present currently? The hour grows late. I shall visit Abydos myself tomorrow, and we can discuss the details.
Ah, yes. I will bring a replacement for your gold card. Please bring the one currently in your possession.
I said that. She's like, no, I don't need it.
Well, that was tense. You okay, Nonami?
Don't worry, that was normal. I'm much more concerned about the general creditors meeting. The more we try to turn the pages, the more the plot thickens.
You have 43 episodes of plot.
I'll do my best to find more information.
Don't you need a break, Ayane? Today was kind of insane.
It doesn't matter. I need to... What everyone needs is to get some rest.
Sensei?
Let's take Sensei's advice, Ayane. It's not good to push ourselves during such stressful times. Shiroko, Serika, and Sensei?
I'm fine. I don't want to hear it, Shiroko. You can barely keep your eyes open, and you need a shower.
Stinky. You stinky.
Sure.
She's like, okay, fine. I accept.
Keeping up with Hoshino is pretty admirable feat after all.
See if I can find anything back at show. I'll come back tomorrow, so wait for me. Thank you for the hydration and stretch.
Okay, understood. That's right. Everyone, let's go home. Meeting dismissed.
That was like a 12-hour meeting. A terrible meeting. Longest meeting of all time.
Okay, Ayane. You're gonna leave us behind. Something feels off. Ayane. Trans-Desert Railway. General Creditors Meeting, Student Council. The accidentally discovered contract. The date coinciding with President Yume's disappearance. Seems like there's a thread connecting all of it, and I just can't place.
Well, because you don't know him yet. He's a weird multi-eye guy who's trying to murder people.
Well, duh. Just thinking about it all makes my head spin. That's why we need to take a break, and then we'll crack the code together tomorrow. I'm not talking about any secret plots, Serika. How do I put it?
What exactly feels off to you?
I guess if I had to describe the thread somehow, it's like someone is deliberately attacking us in all of our most vulnerable spots.
Oh.
Who would even know stuff like that?
So it's like, well, there's a couple of guys I know. Kind of hate my guts. I might be messing with me.
Exactly. Someone would have to be more knowledgeable about Abydos than even we do in order to pull that off. I'm likely overthinking it all. It always helps me to organize things. I'll sort through the information and maybe I'll be able to see things more clearly. After all, we're meeting with the officer from Nephthys itself. We need to be prepared.
Okay, don't overwork yourself, Ayane.
Yes, then. Let's go, Serika. Wait for me, Ayane.
Man. Return to sail. Man.
Strategy 1. What's done cannot be undone. Sensei is an aberration that bends reality to their will, manipulating outcomes like a puppet master. Then my mandate is to wield which cannot be bent. Yes, yes, what's done cannot be undone. What cannot be changed will not be changed. Sensei's weakness is the past. So the past is what I will use.
My weakness is the past? What does that mean? Is it because I wasn't there, so I don't know?
Sensei's weakness is the past.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Guy needs a fire his barber. Yeah, he definitely does. Tresemme? Crazy.
Now, Sensei. For your four strategies I've prepared. With my weapons, I will emerge victorious and pull off wills. The first is in motion. The second creeps ever closer to you. Will 2 suffice? Or shall you push me to the edge?
Ah, yes. Show me your weakness, your obstacles. I have no idea if that's even close to a voice he would have. Sensei's miracles and guidance cannot alternate the past. Yeah. Oh my god, finally Arona and Plana. It's been so long since it's like they're so like important to the story, but they like never show up, even though they're like integral to the plot. Oh my god, my baby girls. Hello. Oh my god, the girls, the babies. Yes, Sensei. On standby for your orders. I'm gonna need to pull an all-nighter. But I have to get back to Abydos in the morning, so I need you to wake me up if I do fall asleep. Are you sure about that? Will you be okay, Sensei? Oh my gosh. I love how they're just like, what? That's what you need us for? You need us to wake you up? We are an all-powerful supercomputer. We have 2 super powerful computers. You need us to wake you up? You need an alarm clock? Sensei, you have an alarm clock on this iPad. Stop bothering me. Well, if you say so, but try to take a nap if you can. Rest is super important. Affirmative. I will not fail in my directive. Also, has there been any movement from Gematria? I haven't heard that name in a while. We haven't seen anything since all of the Red Sky stuff. Did something happen, Sensei? No, nothing. You should probably tell them. Out of anything, they should be the ones to tell. Because they could help you the most with that. All right. We're here. Good morning. Yep. Good morning, Ayane and Serika. Did you not get rest last night, Nonami? Oh dear, is it that obvious? Suppose I might have drifted off at least a little. Good morning. Shiroko's fine as usual. Nothing. You've seen Hoshino yet? No, but she said she'd come, so she'll come. Nothing from Sensei either. They might still be gathering information. Sensei promised though. Maybe they meant later today? But with the meeting tomorrow, we need as much time as we can to prepare. Thank you, Arona. Arona. Yeah, I was wrong. It's morning. We have to wake up Sensei. Negative. Sensei did not fall asleep. Phew, what a relief. I thought I messed up. Arona, you had one job. I should have set up the alarm clock. Thank you, Plana. Wait, actually not. I told them to at least take a nap. Question, Arona. Are the alterations being done to Sensei's... what? Are there alterations being done to Shale's gas systems? I mean, I don't think so, but we really don't handle that kind of stuff. Why? Who are these 2 students? So Sensei has an iPad. It's really not an iPad. It's something more than that. It's essentially an iPad though. And in it are these 2. I won't explain right now how Plana got here, but originally it was just Arona. But yeah, they're basically a super AI that can see and contact everyone and like control stuff, come up with tactics. It's like a super duper uber powerful computer that also has like mystical powers sometimes when it needs to be. So yeah, but that's basically what it is. And only Sensei can use it. Nobody can activate it. Nobody can see Plana or Arona. Only Sensei can interact with it. So that's the big thing. But yeah, that's basically it. Oh yeah, it's also called the Sheetum Chest. That's the name of the iPad. I always forget it. I just call it the iPad, but it's the Sheetum Chest. That's not good. What activities? Is this confusion? I've never experienced this. The gas pipes appear to be changing for no reason. I feel a foreign hand is reaching into this world and changing things. It's an alien feeling. Ooh, okay. All right. Alien, hold on. We already know aliens are real, so that's something we should lock on to. Sensei! Oh my gosh. Ow, my building exploded. Ow! My body. It hurts. Strategy 2. The one who makes miracles, who bends reality. Even they are slave to the body's limits. The almighty sensei. I've pried open the savior's weakness. I don't want to do a goofy laugh right now. Stop crashing! No! Why does the game keep crashing? I just want to play the game. No. Well, I guess I can explain to this while I might switch back over to BlueStacks. I don't know why, but Blue Archive Steam keeps crashing when I play for too long. I might just play it on BlueStacks again because like I'm sick of it. Yeah, thanks for the cool background. Of course, it's Ibuki. So real quick, I guess while I'm loading back in, Plana, when I was talking about the multi-dimensional stuff, Plana is from a different dimension. There's this thing called the chroma. It like warps and turns anything into like evilness or whatever. So in a different dimension where Shiroko destroyed that world, Sensei also got corrupted. Ish. Spoilers. And so Arona in that world got corrupted and turned into Plana. And then at the end of that story, she ends up joining us and hopping into our Shitum chest. And joining it. So yeah, Plana and Arona are the same people. Plana was corrupted. But she's learning to be good again. But they are essentially the same thing. No, not Chrome. The Chrome. Man, I can't believe I have to click through that. I guess we're just gonna... This will be our last episode, man. Because, like... God, these are so long. That is the one thing... I don't know. These are really long. And I like it. It's a really good... I'm enjoying it. I do have to keep saying, I'm really enjoying this story. It's really good, but it's so long. Right? Like, I mean... I'm not dragging on, right? Like, I mean, I know I have like my crazy long tangents sometimes. I feel like I haven't had too many crazy long tangents this time. I feel like I'm reading it at a reasonable pace. It's just, these are long stories. You know, I wish they had tightened it up just a little bit. But honestly, that's purely for the sake of like story, you know, for like streaming, I mean. But even then, I don't know. I've been going for 3 hours. I was okay with like 4 hours or the 9 to 12 hours it's gonna take when I have multiple streams, you know. But like I'm only at episode 7 out of 43. I've been recording for 3 hours or 2 hours and 40 minutes. So it's like, I don't know. I really don't know. This is gonna take like 5 or 6 streams. We'll see as the story goes. Maybe the stories will get shorter or the episodes will be shorter, but I don't know. I like concise stories. I don't mind it being long. Like, I'm not bored. I'm not like, oh, this is dragging. It's entertaining the whole way through. It's just long. It's just a lot. I mean, that is usually my... I'm much more lenient in Blue Archive because it's a visual novel, but like 3D games, I hate it. I hate it when it's long because there's just 3D models and reading dialogue, you know? But for visual novels, I don't mind because visual novels is all about reading. So like, you know, Professor Layton is ish mostly a visual novel. Phoenix Wright, visual novel. I don't mind because it's visual. I'm supposed to read. I don't have any expectations, but even then there comes a point when I'm like, this is just too long, but I'm not there yet. I'm just mad that that means that when the game crashes, I have to keep clicking through a billion hours just to get back. But I once again want to say I am having fun. This is I'm really liking it so far. I am enjoying it. It's really good. I don't want this to come as a detriment to the game. It's just what they chose to do, is to make a super long story. I do hope that not all the stories are this long from this point on. I hope that that they go back to the 26 episode length ish. 43 is a lot. They could have broken it up. All right, I think we're mostly back here. It's time to die. It's time to explode. I'll probably cut all these breaks out. All right. Ouch, we're back from the crash. Yay. Strategy 2. The one who makes miracles bends reality, even if they are a slave to the body's limits. The almighty sensei. I've pried open this savior's weakness. That's all I had to read. I had to read one line. It crashed on the last line. I'm done. Guys, I'm done for the night. What a way to take all the power out of that. Sensei is like in grave danger again, and that's how I end the night. I had to replay the entire episode for one line. Wow. Cinema. Oh, what a great stream. Well, I mean, that's what we're calling it for this episode. It looks like there are going to be a lot more episodes than I thought. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can watch these live. Hop in on the YouTube streams or the Twitch channel. You get to see all the stuff that I cut out, which is really just me cutting out whenever the game crashes, and then I complain while I open the game up. But hey, we do other stuff than Blue Archive, so feel free, join the streams. But we'll be doing more. I'll probably make we'll be doing more. I don't know how many parts it's gonna be, but we're gonna keep going. We got 43 episodes to get into, so I'm really enjoying it, and I'll see you in the next one.